Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome on in. Shall we see if the camera wants to work today? Did I buy the right thing to fix it? I don't know.
Loving the recent builds and the content.
So far,
Pleased to meet you.
Hello,
the camera
everyone,
seems to be working.
_fWhip heart.
If we just don't touch anything, it might be fine. It might be fine. We might be okay. We might have a camera for the stream today. I don't know. I had to buy, for anybody who's curious about what I had to buy, where did I just put it? It was over here. Where the heck did I just put that thing? I don't know. I probably got mad and just threw it somewhere. It was here somewhere.
Hey,
Where did
bro.
it go? Oh. Nope. That's not the cord that was part of it. Where did this thing go? It was literally just sitting here right next to me. I can't find the mustard. Where's the mustard? I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I was going to show you the thing I bought. It's okay. Actually, I'm kind of like, where the heck did I put that? I don't know. It's fine. It's not going to bother me at all. It's so not going to bother me.
Happy
Oh, I found it.
Wednesday,
I put it over on this side.
Haha.
Pleased to meet you.
I'd buy one of these things.
Months of fun
Freaking
times with
$100.
Be sure to like
This
the
little
stream.
thing is $100
Pleased
bucks.
to meet you.
The old one decided to break. It's fine though. We're back. It's all the tech fun stuff. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. It's so lovely to be seen today. Oh well. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that at all. Cam links are so good, but such a scam. Dude, they're so expensive. They're ridiculously expensive.
I am convinced God himself does not want me to play hardcore right now. I've made 3 worlds these past 3 days and have died within 2 days.
Tactical Corn, can I interest you in the extremely challenging game mode of peaceful Minecraft? There's no creepers. There's no gunpowder. There's no slimes. There's slime from pandas. There's no spiders, but there's string from cats. And no endermen. It's actually pretty difficult. Peaceful Minecraft is actually, I think, more difficult than hardcore in a lot of ways. Thank you for the bits, though. I appreciate you. Also, JKB, thank you so much for the 4 months. B Gaming, thank you so much for the 6 months. And who do we got over here? We had some people on the YouTubes. We had Jesse, thank you for the 21 months. Jordan, hello, thank you so much for the donut. Hey. How we doing today? Anima, thank you so much for the 52 months. Happy Wednesday. Jinxie, thank you so much for the 33 months as a mega fan. Woohoo! Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. It's a good day. It's good Wednesday. It's my wife's birthday today, and we're gonna be up here playing some Minecraft because she's working. So it's fun. And it's kind of rainy outside, and so my garden's really happy right now. They're all super happy out there, so it's good. But my Spotify controller doesn't want to change the volume anymore, so.
Gonna lurk and work today. Enjoy stream,
Country Bell, thank you so much for the bits.
Heart.
What are we building? Whatever the thumbnail was, but really big. Why are we spamming mustard? I don't know. I said mustard. I said, where's the mustard? Just
Pleased to
because
meet you.
that's the
Happy birthday for
therapy
less than
speak
3.
thing for when you're trying to find something and you open the fridge and you're like, can somebody tell me where to find this thing? And then suddenly you say, hey, where's the mustard? And then it magically appears right in front of you. You know that? Yeah, that's why I said mustard, and now people are saying mustard. I don't know, man. I'll be sure to pass on the happy birthdays, don't worry. All right, shall we? We have a list. We have a list of stuff.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, it's gonna all do everything again. Why is it doing this? I don't know why it's doing this. Streamlabs, what are we doing? Why can't I just have a functional stream for once?
Be sure to like the stream.
Pleased to meet you.
We're in survival today. I already finished building everything in the creative version, so we're in survival. I also forgot to get the schematic resource list.
I am convinced God himself does not want me to play hardcore right now. I've made 3 worlds these past 3 days and have died within 2 days in each one.
It's just gonna read through all of them again. I wish it was me getting double
Gonna
donut,
work and
but
work
it's not.
today.
Oh, that's
Enjoy
fail, of course.
stream
I didn't
friends.
think that.
fWhip heart.
Pleased to meet you.
Happy
Why am I so
birthday
early?
for
All
her
these
less than
streams. I swear
3.
the past 10 streams I've been on, it's been under 30 minutes I've clicked on it. Welcome. Welcome.
Birthday biddies for the F wife. Happy birth, Mrs. fWhip. fWhip
Miss
link
May,
is
thank
a
you.
mandolin gift.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you all are doing well today. Okay, so we've got a few things on the resource list that we need to get through today before we get gathering, or before we get building. And one of those things might be a heck of a lot of deep slate, but let me just turn this on and get my whole resource list here. We've already done the grass. I've already done all of the tough. We've already done cobblestone, we've done our blackstone, we've done our stone, we've done that, we've done all of that. I've actually done a lot. Dirt is also done. Wool is done. Cherry leaves don't need. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's not done. That's done. That's done. That's done. 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 Not done. Rooted dirt. We need to go find more. No, I did find more. No, I got that. I got that. I should have done this before stream, but I didn't. So we can all do it here together because it'll be super fun. Just real quick. I promise it won't take too long.
Keep it real.
Hey fWhip, ran out of the membership messages lol. Anyways, your new skybox and clouds looks amazing. Could you please share the mods/resource packs?
The mod is called Atmospherics, and I haven't tweaked it all perfectly where I want it, but after I do that, I will share the setup because you can import export settings for it. So I'll get that all out to y'all soon when I finish it up. Okay, that is everything that we need. You don't get spoilers. There's a big thing here.
Gonna lurk and terraform my world for a bit. Working on a whole island for my sniffers.
Also, Eagle, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Does copper aging need loading? Yes, it does. You need to chunk load it. It used to be that you had to actually be a player nearby it. Now you just need to chunk load it. I wonder what it could be. I don't know, Rofo.
Pleased to meet you.
I don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it as we're going. Also, Little Ash Flower, thanks so much for the 20 months. And Fran with the big 50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. New here, how's it going? It's going. We're just getting started today. We got some resource gathering ahead of us. Then we got some building we need to do. And we got a lot of dirt we got to place. We got a lot of deep slate we need to be gathering. So look forward to a lot of deep slate gathering today. Woohoo! But that's fine. Because I fell. I didn't fall. Why no spoiler? Why no 1,000 likes? Huh? Y'all could like the stream on YouTube. That'd be cool. And then we could get a spoiler. That'd be cool for you. What's your favorite show/series? Clone Wars Season 7. Clone Wars honestly is just pretty good throughout. Blue Eye Samurai is also up there. I really like high quality animated shows and movies. I really like high quality animation. To me will always beat out live action. Animation to me is just the art behind it, and when somebody is doing it to the best of their ability, oh my god, it's so cool. Did you watch Maul Shadow Lord? I don't think I finished it yet. I think I got like 2 or 3 more episodes, but I'm enjoying it so far. One Piece when? I don't think... Honestly, I don't like the art style of One Piece. I know. There's probably a few pitchforks and torches have been lit, but I don't like the art style of One Piece. At least in the early seasons. I'm sure they improve later, But I don't like the art style, and also I don't like pirates. I think pirates are such an overused genre that I don't care about anything pirate related. So that's me. That's my probably bad take, but it's true. I don't like pirates. I'm not a big fan of zombies. Both of those have been overdone so much. It's like the movies that were made for the 40 plus white dudes in the 90s that were all about being a samurai and going to Japan and learning how to be a samurai. Come on, like then it moved into everybody's gonna go be a pirate, and then it moved into everybody's in a zombie apocalypse, and they were all just overdone. It's just too much. Not a big fan of any of those. And now it's kind of like in the medieval knights era right now, but I feel like that's very like Game of Thrones-y. Who's your favorite clone? I always like Rex. Rex was pretty cool. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is really good. Them playing Xbox at the end of the movie is so funny. He's like, I just want my friend. Have you ever watched Fairy Tale? I don't think I have, no. Ow. Mechanically steampunk take on pirates for a Minecraft build. Nice. Found a lot more refreshing. Yeah, I feel like steampunk, especially in Minecraft, has phases where steampunk is like super, super popular. And then it gets like, yeah, and it's overdone. And then it goes away for a while, and then it always comes back. It's lurking in the corner. It's always just like, hey, you need a build that'll look cool. Throw some gears on it. How about a big windmill for no reason? Maybe a conveyor belt? Yeah, do it. Do it. Got a flat wall in your house? Can I interest you in some big mechanical looking gears and pipes and things? Ah? Got your dad in watching Avatar: Last Airbender? Nice. Avatar: Last Airbender is also a really good one. I didn't like Legend of Korra the first time I watched it, but I rewatched through it recently, and I feel like as I've gotten older, I've appreciated Korra a lot more. She's still like my least favorite of the characters in the show, but I appreciate the show more now. I'm excited for the new one where it's like the gang, but they're like older, so like in between, before Aang dies and Korra comes in as the Avatar. Watch Invincible? I have not. I've heard, I don't know, from what I've heard about it, I feel like I'm either gonna really enjoy it or I'm really not gonna enjoy it. I tend to not really like a lot of like, I know that's not really like a humor based one, but for some reason in my brain I equate it with something like what's that? Rick and Morty. For some reason I equate Invincible with like the audience that Rick and Morty caters to. Invincible caters to that audience, and I have no basis at all on why that is the way that my brain thinks it, but I really did not like Rick and Morty, so for some reason I'm just like, I keep writing off Invincible and don't even try it. Hey Stam, how we doing? Yeah, sorry Pooch. Okay. Dark oak wise, I forgot that I need a stack and a half of shelves and strip logs. Okay, so I need 3 stacks of stripped dark oak too. You watched Attack on Titan? I watched the first season when it like originally came out. And was like, okay, that's interesting. But it was before there was a dub for it, and I just never really went back to it. I like watching some subbed stuff, but I also really like watching TV or shows while I'm grinding away in Minecraft or something like that, just for background noise, because I don't really sit super well. So it becomes very difficult to watch sub-based content with subtitles when you're trying to focus on a different monitor, breaking blocks or chopping trees or something. So I tend to wait for like dub releases to come out if I do watch an anime at all. But I'm also not a huge anime fan. Me with your stream right now? Dude, the best way to be productive in Minecraft is to watch a Minecraft live stream. It's true. It's like pure fact. Barsif, we gotta get like a lock-in group where we all just jump in a Discord call and be designing our own things. I probably need that soon. I have so many builds I need to design and I keep putting it off. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I also need some call and building. Rofa and I are planning a session here soon. Okay, let me know. I guess I'm much more of an evening person, so I actually, Stam, you were in there when I was like grinding away working, and I saw you be like, hey, anybody here that wants to design stuff together? I'm like, bro, it's almost 10 o'clock here. I was like, oh, morning there. Morning, you just woke up early. I was like, how late are you awake right now? Haven't built in creative for a minute. I'll be honest, I'm very excited for this new friends list feature. Did y'all hear about that? The new Minecraft friends list coming to Java Edition, and you can invite people to your world like you can on Bedrock. What? Dude, I am stoked. So if I wanted to like have somebody jump in real quick to take a look at a build or do a collab or something, all I have to do is send them a friend request and invite them to the world. I don't need to like set up a server or use any third-party mods to like proxy host or anything like that. I'm so excited, dude. Oh, it looks awesome. Big W for Minecraft. Are you a bit scared to start a new building of your world? I feel like every time I get to do something I don't really want to build. I sometimes get choice paralysis of what I want to work on next, and then I get like, I wouldn't say scared is the right word. I would say I get anxiety around starting something new, of being like, oh gosh, I have to make sure this thing looks good. Or more likely what it turns into for me is, ooh, I don't know where to start. That's more likely where my brain goes, that it makes it hard to actually get going on things. What I've found really helps with that is just placing a rectangle down or a circle or something and going from there. And just having something to interact with instead of staring at a blank slate, I find for me helps get the juices flowing a little bit. When did that get announced? Yesterday. You already have that feature in Pocket Edition and Bedrock Edition? Yeah, but it's great that it's coming to Java Edition. That's one more step towards cross-platform compatibility, potentially. Sorry, it's a little framey. Okay, I didn't bring any shulkers with me. Woo! We're just gonna throw it all in here. We'll deal with that later, because that should be enough for that dark oak for sure. And now we need to go get ourselves cherry logs, and we need 2.5 stacks of stripped cherry logs, and we need 4 stacks of cherry logs, and then we need some planks and stuff. I have 2 stacks. Nice. Off for a stress stay. Hopefully it goes well and can get back to work. Hey, good luck, Baza. Hey, Alexis, I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? Do I sort these boxes to make more space? Oh, that'd be so stupid. That's a dumb idea. I really wish you could honeycomb a trapdoor. Or something. A trapdoor or a door to be able to lock it so you can't do anything with it. I'd be very down. Thanks for adding auto translation into Russian. It became much more interesting to watch. Yeah, that was I'll be honest, I wish I could take credit for that, but that was YouTube themselves. One of the positives of AI is the translation features are pretty good and pretty quick. Not many positives, but there are some. Can't deny that there's some positives of AI. Hey, Derek Castro, welcome on in. I knew I had a question about this build. Why the yellow wool at the bottom of the stairs? Wait, what yellow wool? Yellow wool at bottom of stairs? This? That's hay. It's meant to be like log, come in, cut, blah, 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 little shavings. Oh, and your starter? Oh, at the bottom? What, you don't want a nice little area rug at the bottom of your stairs? Yeah. No reason other than yellow carpet. And honestly, it's because I had a lot of carpet in here and I just decided to put one down. That was the entire purpose of it's carpet? Yeah, of course it's carpet. It's spawn proofing. I don't think there was enough light in there. That might have been it. Red Hoodie 21 says, yellow best color. Just gonna leave that there. I don't need to carry on with that anymore. Every time I see him, I was like, why? Something in my glasses. It's Frank. Everybody, Frank's here. Everybody say hi to Frank. No creepers? No creepers.
Pleased to meet you.
I might say, I'm gonna be honest. This is probably gonna get a few people upsetty spaghetti, but that's okay. I might say gathering mangrove is easier than gathering cherry logs. So you show the build from last video? Yeah, we're actually right next to it. Remind me after I'm done chopping cherry logs down. We can fly over to it. I need to name the animals still. I was going to do that as part of this video. Hot take, all right. Yeah, I'll be honest, when they grow like this, they start to... Okay, maybe I should preface by saying when you're growing a blob of them. Like single tree, I'll say cherry is probably easier to gather than mangrove, but when you're growing a blob... Did the baby piggies ever make their way out of the composters? No, but somebody actually had an idea of placing a fence underneath them. So let's go try that. Because there's many baby piggies in the composter now. Not being composted. I just want to state the pigs are not being composted. They're just eating the scraps in the composter. Just before anybody thinks I'm doing some evil things to pigs in this world. We're not about that here. Did my sub pop up? Oh, it did. I'm so sorry. I totally missed it. Baza with the... thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Appreciate you. It's in the list. I don't know if the notification went. It did. I was ranting. The pigs die. The pigs are alive. Only one animal was harmed in the entire making of that episode. And then he returned, so it was fine. I almost feel like cherry leaves are just a little too pink. I mean, they definitely, like, there's a natural element to them for sure. Like, they probably look like this during parts of the year. All right, there's enough strip, but do I need a... Nope, we're good. Okay. Whip the butcher. I didn't even kill the bunny. The bunny fell off the waterfall. How do you even fall off of a waterfall? He was nicely in the water, going down,
Pleased to
and
meet
he
you.
jumped out of the water.
Don't forget to like the streams, friends.
True. Lauren, thank you for the 40 months and the reminder. Click the like button, y'all. Woohoo! Help a whipper. What are you building? A really big build that has pink in it. It's a big version of the thumbnail. You fall off waterfall because of gravity? No, I don't think gravity works horizontally. I ain't no physicist. I'm pretty sure gravity is vertical. And somebody can be in there. Actually? Actually, it's omnipresent. Okay. It's complicated. I only ever did physics 101, so I never made it to physics 201 in college, so I just, you know. I passed, though. I did pass Physics 101. We're not going to talk about what that letter grade was, but a pass is a pass in my book. It was enough to get me the credit to never have to take the class again. So. An ideal world would be like adding one of your existing civilizations but ruined. Basically, you need a past settlement but they move sense. That'd be kind of cool. I do like adding ruins. I'm kind of in a stint of building ruined ancient things right now. With the big water shrine and all that. I feel like we got some ruiny vibes coming in. Got really good grades years ago. Doesn't mean I remember I learned. True. Pythagorean theorem. Go. I think we just take the whole blob down because I'm consistently making little trips over here, so I think we can just remove the entire thing. Except the saplings are going to just keep regrowing underneath, so maybe not the best idea. So pretty. It's so pretty. Ooh, Rofo getting called out for not uploading a SMP video. Ooh, get him, Pooch. Could you just use your wood farm for cherry? I don't know. I should probably check and make sure see if there's a cherry sapling attachment to it or not. I'll be honest. I'm in a bit of a stage right now where I am just like more okay with automating a lot of things. I feel like I'm at a little bit of a point where I'm like, yeah, the grind is catching up with me a touch on certain aspects. I'm like, I just don't really want to do this right now. So I am thinking about getting more automation set up in the world just for stuff. I still want to keep survival and mining a part of Minecraft, because I think it's very important to keep that as part of the game. But I am becoming more okay with just using farms for resources, because I actually think I need some mangrove trees too. So we're going to go run the mangrove tree farm for a few. I kind of forgot that I need to get some. We'll just go blow up a few mangrove trees and be fine. Upset that I just want to build phase of the world. Honestly, Ro, that's really true. I am very much at that I just want to build phase right now. Log in there somewhere, I think. Too warm to get out of bed. I always forget that, you know, northern southern hemisphere swap. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh right, you're going into winter right now. The cold south. there might be one in there. Here? Nope. Okay. Ah, there's some. Trying to find the logs. If you build a separate cherry farm, you could build it at the Asian-inspired village you thought of building. True, we could. That, I'll be honest, I'm very excited for the landscaping down there. I think I want to start taking like the minor details of landscapes to the next level. Like, I think I want to start going through some old spaces and redesigning the foliage and everything, just to start bringing that up to a little bit more detail. And then start implementing that elsewhere so we can use foliage options and things to really make a space feel a certain vibe. Because I'm having a lot of fun with the building of the structures and the making the mountains and everything and the hills and all that, and like the shaping of the terrain I feel like is there. I think I've done a very just quick job of a lot of the what would it be? Just the minor details of like the grass that's down, the flowers that are around, the bushes, the hedges, like that sort of stuff. I feel like it's something I want to start learning about more and getting better at making. Get unique animals / creatures in your world, like new ones. This isn't a modded world, so I don't have the ability to do that. Where you don't add any mods to this world that would prevent me from updating to a new version of the game, just because I like getting the new Minecraft features. So I don't tend to add any of those sorts of mods. Do you plan on making a new castle? We had talked about building a fortress that probably will just look like a small castle at the edge of path at the corner of the harbor. So we'll get that up soon, but oh geez, hello. Outside of that, I don't have a big like castle anything planned out. All right, that's enough cherry. we overgathered quite a lot. Loading Thai markets would be cool. That could be fun. I want to definitely incorporate canals into the next space.
Love the new video. It's one of my favorite villages you've done recently.
Dr. Robbins, thanks so much for 17 months. Speaking of which, somebody did ask to go check it out before we move on, so we were just about to fly over to it. Ro, don't worry. As soon as you leave work, the clouds will come back in and it'll start raining again. Permaculture? How you can put it in Minecraft? Huh. I'm looking at that. Not super familiar with the term. But like, even spaces like this where I did a little bit of grass work here, that looks nice. And then I forgot to do this. What did I want to do out here? Let's put the cherry away. We'll keep all those because why not? The little peep 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 sounds of the baby chickens, adorable. Do I have a few fences in here. That's the wrong box. That's my bed. That's the box. I'm so functional today. It's really quite amazing. Can we name a pig after Stam? Ouch, Ropo. Ouch. Nah, people left a bunch of name ideas in the video, so I need to go pull from there. Even just like a little bit of this would help. I fully ran out of time on the last video, I'll be honest. Gotta make sure to not hit that. There you go. That helps out a touch. I really don't like how pretty much every time you bone meal a space, it will give you a double tall. I really don't like that sometimes. It's very annoying to deal with. Where you're trying to get like a certain leaf in a certain spot, and then you're like, I can't do it. Yeah, this is the build from last week's video. We'll get over here to deal with the piggies in a second. But I really like how it turned out. It's a really cool one. The interior up top, I think I gave myself an hour to design it. I think I did a pretty decent job. I thought it came together pretty well. We got the little kitties up here. They're so freaking adorable. The only thing people were like, wait, why did you do that? Was me putting the kids' room up here in the loft, which I was like, I kind of thought it was kind of a fun vibe. Also, I feel like that's probably how it would go. They wouldn't have major giant rooms. What blocks do you recommend for shading your mountain? Should I use auto shade to gradient painter? If you're use auto shade and set a few different sun positions and then work off of there with like, do like white concrete, light gray concrete, black concrete, and then like mask back over those so you can get some noise within them. Auto shade it on its lonesome is a little too much. But if you want to look at texturing mountain stuff, I have a lot of streams and things where we built them on the channel. So you can go check out stuff there. We need to get to under the terrain because I need to go. I love the bees. The bees are honestly one of my favorite parts. The baby bees, adorable. Totes adorbs. Where's a decent place I can just dig down real quick? Probably just right in the middle, huh? I guess I could have just went through the farm. There's kind of a farm right over there that comes down to the floor. But what we need to do is apparently I can just come underneath these. Because if you look in here, our piglets are just stuck, completely hidden in their composters. They're just here. They're just chilling. But apparently, let's just use these to scaffold because that's smart. Ooh, I can't place them because the pigs are in it. No. Okay, we have to do that, and then we have to piston push them over. This is my new scaffolding block. Everybody out? They're out! Yay! Now they can go swim in the water. So you have compost of the pigs. No, they were just hanging out in the compost bin. It's very different. Short grass farm would save you a bit of time. Oh, we have 2 of them. I have. Don't worry. My short grass farm is next level. We got that on lock. We're good there. Let's get this guy back. Do that. Is that. One thing I want to do on a stream soon is I want to come through and actually reorganize all these boxes. I think we're going to have an ender chest organization stream soon. I guess I bone mealed a rooted dirt at one point by accident. Huh. How do you make proportions of path? I really want to get that scale for my own city. Every building roughly is a...
Pleased to meet you.
fWhip amazing.
9 blocks wide by probably 13 blocks deep. And then some a little bit more in there. But then everything is player scaled. So doorways are all 2 blocks tall, maybe 2 blocks wide, maybe 3 blocks tall to be more grand. Everything is around the player scale. And the way that this city works really well is we use a lot of elevation, climbing up and down and around and round. Swing your partner, all that stuff, you know? All right, so we have 2 stacks and 21, and then we need 3 stacks. We'll just take 4 stacks in case I need some extra. All of that I will return later. Bam, bam. Stack and a half stack, 2 stair. Okay. 1 stair. Love. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, oopsies. Take that again. Oop. This clouds, all this clouds from the moment I saw them start dreaming. And is there? Wait, what? What? What's the best way to get inspiration for your builds? Think. Use your brain. Think about what you actually want to do. No, I don't mean. By the way, when I say think, I don't mean stare at the wall until a build idea comes to you. No. That's a terrible way to do it. But before you go searching for inspiration to do any of that, you need to think about what you actually want to do. Scrolling Pinterest aimlessly going, man, I'm waiting for a build to come to me. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be like, ugh, everything sucks. I can't find anything cool. The internet has no inspiration on it. And then you're going to be like, ew, no, nothing is good here. So there's 30, 35, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120. I need more. I need more. Yeah. Okay, well, there's all the signs I need because that's fun. Anyways, what I was saying, rant aside, think of what you want to do. Spend some time actually being like, do I want to build a village? Do I want to build a castle? Do I want to build... I don't know. Whatever comes to mind that you think you want to build. I think I did go... Oh, I did get that. Yeah. Then you want to start looking for inspiration of that thing. If you're just going in there aimlessly being like, I want to find something to do, you're not gonna have a direction. The second you can get a direction, that's when you can really start locking in and being like, KK, I want to do this. This sounds fun. So let's figure out how I can find some inspiration to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, this is our resource list that we have remaining. There's basically nothing on it. Super chill. With all the wood done, we can get in mining, but before we do that, I'm going to turn the Pale Moss Farm on just so it can run in the background as it should stay loaded. So we can just jump on down here. Flippy flippy. And I'm just going to make sure real quick it's not broken and it's working. Woo! Currently, it has almost a chest. Great. We need 2 chests of that, and we need a lot of deep slate. We need about 2.5 shulker boxes of cobbled deep slate right now. So let's get mining. This is gonna be fun. Okay, let's see if we can clear out a few of these boxes just so I can take them with me. Because if I can get some empties from here, that would be lovely. That one we can go dump. Go dump that too. And we can go dump that. Okay, that'd be fine. The frog lights I'll just throw in here. We be doing Luke the Notable things in this world now. Big wall. I have no idea what Luke the Notable has done in Minecraft, I'll be honest. I know next to nothing about the man. Other than he makes 100 days videos. We might break the farm by going to the far side of the city. Oh well. We'll go check it. I'm so happy there's another Minecraft Live on the 30th. Hopefully it'll be some decent or big announcement. I'm not holding out for a big announcement, but I am expecting to see something. There is like the event stuff happening at TwitchCon, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, okay, let's announce something cool and have some stuff to go check it out on the show floor while people are here in person. I could see TwitchCon doing that. Or Minecraft doing that at TwitchCon to try and like get the extra hype going. And then like next week release something, and then the week after like snapshots or whatever are happening. I could see stuff like that happening, but I'm not expecting anything huge. Nova, you come here. Nova! Nova! Oh my gosh! Come here, up! I all said happy birthday. I told them it's your birthday.
Thank you.
Come here, up.
Go up. Oh, you don't like it.
I don't like being on camera. Yeah, this is Nova. Look at it. She's like, I don't like it. You want to sing the song Your People? No. She's like, I don't like this.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, have fun. Somebody said your nails are amazing, by the way.
Thank you. I was putting them out there today.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, you've been showing them off.
I know, I like
Yeah. Don't worry, Country Belle. I told her. Okay, back to boring Minecraft gameplay. Oh, I didn't realize there was rocks in here. We'll go by the quarry on the way back, so it's fine. There's all my rooted dirt I was missing. Mycelium goes with the clay for some reason. I decided that a while ago, and so it has stuck since then. The rooted, or that's coarse dirt. Well, I died again on second day. Tactical card, oh no. What are you doing? How'd you die? Is it like a consistent death, or is it like a new way of death each time? Oh, you know, some of those frog lights I put back, I actually need to go get them because we need some light sources when we go mining. New each time. Okay. First with skeletons. Okay, so shield. And second, third, and fourth were... Let's see if we can workshop this. Second was zombie with a spear, two-shotting me while walking. Honestly, starting out now is difficult. Spears are hard. Okay, Enderman. Yeah, right. Spears are hard to deal with if you're not familiar with how to play around them. Even I still struggle fighting dudes with spears. And I also feel like I struggle using the spear. I feel like that's almost more a struggle point for me than fighting people with it. Did it break? Nope, we're good. Sweet. Down, down, down we go. My most recent death was day 10. I blocked a creeper explosion, but got smothered by gravel that dropped when it exploded. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. That's rough. My new rule for this is I don't want to sleep at night. Okay. Dude, you just got to go hide in a cave for the first few nights and get iron. Caving at nighttime is actually safer than caving during the day. Because all the mob cap is getting moved up to the surface of the world. So it's actually easier to go caving when it's nighttime. So if you're trying to go with the no sleep rule and you're still like early game death zone, just try and focus on when nightfall, we go underground. Okay, cool new thing. We can just mine with a silk touch pickaxe the entire time. Because you can now take a piece of silk touch deep slate, take your little stone cutter, and cut it to any form of deep slate you want. So I don't need to be using my fortune picks for this at all. New viewer on Twitch here. I've been watching you since the beginning of the City of Path. Your buildings have inspired me so much. Hey, very cool. Welcome on into the stream, dude. Good to have you. Okay. Yeah, we just mine. We're about to, I think, finish layer 2 of the mine, to be honest, which is going to be a pretty cool moment. The ancient texts have stated don't mine at night. No, it's go mine at night. Don't mine during the day. During the day, you focus on getting food. You focus on getting your equipment, like, crafted. You focus on getting your animals, so you have sustainability. Nighttime, you go with getting your gear power level up. I tried the exact same studies they used when building the mountain next to the academy. I can say it worked out very well. Thanks to the tip. Nice. That means no breaking of your ender chest? I know. Well, I don't really do that too often, but you know, for all you noobs out there, they're losing your ender chest left and right. Yeah. If I can't make myself laugh, how can I make anyone else laugh? I'll turn it up. It's a little dark. I haven't watched you in ages. I've been focusing on studying for my math exams tomorrow. Super nervous. But in here to deregulate. Nice. Yeah, it's always good to take a break when you're studying. Sorry, I'm not bad at hardcore. I've lasted 840 days and being the dragon.
James 005 was a Spartan 2 lost during the Battle of Reach, officially listed as MIA. Oni took over a year to revive him and in the current day is a soldier of fortune for Oni by the name Big Jim.
Oh, no. No, I'm getting juked by a bat. Nailed it. ODST, thank you for the donut, my dude. Good facts about Big Jim. I need to figure out where the beacon range ends so that we're like actually to the edge. So I want to start making sure that I'm actually like, oh, can I take that farther? Oh, the underlayer can go farther over. Is it ends here? Is it like here? So this is the layer that we want to stop at. Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Big Jim. Never played it, too young. Yeah, Halo. Good old classic Halo. Isn't Combat Evolved getting remastered? but like actually like a real remaster, not just a we poorly ported it up to 4K graphics and asked people to pay full price for it again. I build a potion shop for my friends right now. Well, it sounds like you already got the idea, so why not?
Pleased to meet you.
51 months already.
Magsy, thank you so very much, my dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, how you doing today? Welcome on in. This is the second remaster of Halo 1, but like this one's like real, right? Oh, it's just a really big wall? What do you mean just a really big wall? Yeah, it's a really big wall. You're right, it is just a really big wall. But it's a really big wall that looks really cool. So, riddle me that. I don't know, actually. Chat is slow. That's fine. Make sure I'll click the like button. We can help speed chat up. Yeah. Uh-huh. Click the like button, get more people in here. Chat go super zoom. Go Sonic speed. But like, what's the wall for though? I can't spoil that now. Can't use the moving emojis anymore. Oh no. It's in UE5 and looks kind of The original game's playable on PC, so I don't need a remaster. Yeah, you can get the Halo Ultimate Collection on Steam for pretty cheap and get pretty much every single Halo game all from one launcher, which is fun. Oh, you add life to your builds. I've added shading, detail, movement. It's still boring and tips you add life. Make it look like somebody lives there. Alright, maybe you have shading and detail. I don't know what you mean by detail. But detail should be telling the life of the person who lives in the area. Oh, how many blocks over do we go? How often do you spend a day in your world? I'm playing in this world pretty much every day right now. Or I'm either in this world or I'm in the creative copy of this world. But I'm playing Minecraft basically every day. You have some servers that you recommend? Yeah, the fWhip scored. It's pretty cool. This is the fWhip supporter server. It's pretty sweet. Other than that, no, I know nothing about Minecraft servers. I can tell you, outside of a brand deal, I have not logged into a public server of any form in Minecraft probably since 2016. No, maybe 17. I think I probably logged in the Conquest Reforged server a few times. Outside of that, unless it was brand deal, I haven't logged in. Shameless self-promo. Ugh, how could a streamer promo their own stuff? Ugh. Your torches? They're fine. Technically, I should get rid of them. But we're going to break all of them on this layer here soon, and then we'll just retire those torches and only use frog lights. So ready for next month. I want to upgrade my membership so I can build an interior for a curiosity shop. Ooh, fun. Okay, so what we're doing here is we need to finish chopping out this block over here of this going all the way to the far wall. And once that's done, we'll start chopping out underneath it.
Time
but we
sure
can
goes
clear
by
out
fast.
all of the middle, and it's going to look super sick down here. And by that, I mean it's going to be a really, really big box. And it's going to look cool. Where's the big thing wall going to be? Near the red village. Billy Tofu, thank you for the 49 months. 4 years. Time sure went by so fast. It was an extra month. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you're doing well today. Look at that big old red tree. Looking great. You like, or did you like Hypixel Bed Wars back in the day? I have never been one for Minecraft minigames. Minigames have never really interested me, to be honest. I just haven't ever been attached to them. Sorry, I keep not talking. You're good, you're good. I'm just messing with you. No, I honestly, I don't think I've actually ever played Bed Wars. I think the closest I've ever come to Bed Wars is Sky Battle in MCC. But like, I don't think I've ever actually logged into Bed Wars. I couldn't tell you anything about it. There was one time I logged onto a server because they had recreated all of the World of Warcraft battlegrounds as Minecraft mini games, and I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. I logged onto there and played a few of those, and then I was like, yeah, actually, I'm not a big fan. So, yeah, I just, is it worth to use normal mode on Lightmatica? I don't know what normal mode is. My Lightmatica settings are tuned in exactly where I like them, and I couldn't tell you what any of my settings are. Heck yeah. All the torches underneath the floor in the nether portal room, I already changed them out. But thank you, though. Yeah, somebody mentioned that a while ago, and I went back, and I just did it off cam. I changed them all to frog lights. Okay, just checking. Yeah, I've gotten most of the big torch spam areas. This mine here is one that is left that we can replace the ones on the bottom floor after we do this. Maybe we tackle that for a little bit today. That would be nice to get those cleaned out of here. And then we can bury the lights in the floor. And that'll help even more because you're having less block faces. What's wrong with torches? They cause more lag than a typical block does. So torches are one of the laggiest light sources in a Minecraft world. So if you just literally break the torches and put that down there, that's more efficient for like the game when it comes to a lag side of it. So if your world gets like really, really laggy over time, going back through and removing things like torches and replacing them with like a jack-o'-lantern or a frog light or a sea lantern can actually help make your game run a little bit better. Normally watch on YouTube, but I want them channel points. I need to figure out something better to do with channel points. Keep stocking them though. Y'all keep stocking up your channel points. We'll figure out something to do with them one day. I do have the thing in there for the 1,000,000 channel points. Like, you can pick a build in the world. We'll deal with that when somebody gets there. Because I don't want to turn into, like, what Linksy does. Because I don't want to step on his toes at all. And I also just don't really want to be doing full stuff like that. So I think it might be more of, like, people can suggest something. And then I'll figure out a way to incorporate it in my way. Just because there are so many channels following what Linksy did of starting the get a million channel points, I'll make a build for you. Like, there's so many streamers that do that, and I think it's great for them, but I don't need to jump into that. You have your own favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Yeah, his name's fWhip. He's pretty cool. No, serious answer though. I feel like I've been watching a lot of smaller creators recently that have been pretty good. Like when we get the Jermsy Boy upload once in a blue moon, that one's pretty good. Usually he's got a great build in there, so it's fun. And also we've been friends forever, so it's always cool to see what he's up to. I like Bars's videos are worth watching. I'll watch a Rofo video. Wait, did I not fill that? Why are you saying 1.6? Because you're not full. Well, there's one shulker of the 3 that we need. I'll change it, don't worry. Oh, that's an already broken pick. That would have been awkward. Wombat. Yeah, Wombat's good. We have a new short coming out tomorrow that Wombat edited for me again, and I think y'all are going to love it. It's a solid one. Yeah, beans and apples are good. They're solid. Me and to watch Rofo seems cool in chat. Yeah, he's just in here trying to get more viewers. I know that's why he's here. Alicia, hi, my daughter's watching and is a huge fan. Hi, welcome on in. Hope you two are doing well today. What's the light texture pack name, or is it in Discord? It's probably in Discord, but it's just light levels 2026 or something like that. It's a mod. Yeah, Rofo's last video, I think, before the Create SMP one. I haven't watched that one yet. Sorry, Rofo. That was talking about like burnout and all that stuff. That was a pretty solid video. I thought the lava was broken for a second. Pretty boy, welcome on in. We got a lot of first-time chatters coming in recently. Oh. Mir, I feel like I've seen some of Mir's videos. I'm blanking on them right now. Didn't they just release a 1000 Days World Tour? And they do like all the dragons and the islands and everything, right? The heck was that? A little lag spike turned on Instamine? Saw you from YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm likes me. Oh boy! The island's very tall builds. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm releasing a new short tomorrow, and it's going to go live on my TikTok at the same time because, you know, I made my TikTok account 2 weeks ago, and reposted both of my shorts that I had from YouTube that we've done recently. And then TikTok told me that I needed to upload original content because those have been uploaded to the platform so many times already that I already got a strike on my channel for uploading content that already existed on TikTok, and I fought it, and I was like, These are mine. I literally made these. The other people posting it stole it from my account, and it took like 3 hours of a live chat with a TikTok support rep, which took another hour in itself to get to, for me to prove that it was actually me who made them. And that I'm actually me making the account. And then I asked if I could be verified, and they said, no, you don't meet the requirements to be verified. I said,
Pleased
cool.
to meet you.
Stop stealing TikToks, fWhip.
I know,
Shame.
I'm sorry, Wombat. Ugh. But hopefully this next one, because it's actually going to go live before the YouTube short goes live by 5 minutes. So there's no way somebody can post it already on TikTok. Yeah. And then I'll upload it to Instagram, and it'll be great, dude. It'll be everywhere. I'm on fire. I'm still on fire. That was a long fire. Membership? Yeah, Wombat, thank you for the 13 months, dude. A lot of lava in here, dude. Let's see how many sources did I miss. Actually, not that many. I was like, hello, spooky scaries in here. Yes, in fact, there were spooky scaries in here. You should post both at the same time. I figured I'd do it this way just for funsies. If anybody's actually following the TikTok, they could see it first. Also, I don't plan on making any original TikTok content. It's all going to be reposts from the YouTubes. So don't feel like you have to follow me over there. Yeah, it's in the announcements in Discord. It's all gonna just be the same short form content that I post on the others. I just figured so many people were stealing my stuff to post it on there already. I might as well just, you know, post it myself. I watch you on Twitch and YouTube. That is totally a-okay with me. I have zero expectations for anybody to follow me on anything more than one platform. If you enjoy watching my content and you feel like you get a full experience. Okay, so this is actually the... Oh, I went one too far. That's okay. All right, for funsies, we're gonna just do this now. Because I mostly want to. Hey, TikTok, last time I watched it was pure brain rot. Yeah, it's definitely a place. Nailed it. I'm so good at this game. Is my bat count triple digits yet? Oh my god, that was bat 99. The next bat is 100 bats, dude. All right, we need to find another bat. We need to get triple digits on our bat count today. You killer. Dude, bats are there for target practice, to be really good at Minecraft. That's their purpose in Minecraft. Why do you have one cat kill? I don't know, Red Hoodie. Why do you like yellow? Yeah, I didn't forget. You didn't picks with the bat hates. Give bats a purpose in Minecraft other than causing lag. What are you up to? I don't know. Mining tough. What? Or deep slate. What are you up to? Is this the end? Oh no, it goes farther. That's not where you see your buff time. I wish you could see your buff timers in F3. I would love to have something that would show an actual duration on your buffs from... Weird. All right, well, we'll take all this. No, actually, I'm not. Whatever. I can be an open corner. Red hoodie that sounds better than yellow hoodie ammo. True. Fair. Understandable. When next video? Shorts coming out tomorrow, and long form video will be next week most likely. I have a status effect mod that has a little duration bar on them. It's so nice. Ooh, I mostly want it just to be able to like see if I'm in or out of the radius. First time catching it live. Welcome in, Robin. Yeah, sorry. I have a few neighbors that really want to put out their really cool guy mating call of their car makes very, very loud noise when they go 2 miles an hour. You know? Oh, look, it's a face. Did y'all know this? There's a face in Deep Slate. It's not every time. It's if the orientations line up properly. But look, there's a face. You're welcome. Now you shall see face in Deep Slate every time. There's a sun under dirt. Ah. There's a lot of faces in Minecraft. A lot of accidental faces. Aliens. It's true. Is that not the cool guy mating call? I don't know otherwise why their cars would make that much noise. Why else would you actually remove the muffler from your car so it purely is louder? Minecraft next update should be the optimization update to stop the lag. Boy, oh boy, have you heard about what they're releasing? I don't think it's going to be fully ready for 26.2, but I'm assuming 0.3 will be there of the Vulkan rendering engine that it's getting moved over to. It's pretty cool. It's going to be a very big performance increase when all of Minecraft gets moved over to a new graphical engine. I've tested a little bit on my side, and Vulkan, for me, some people with different older PC setups or different configurations are actually seeing worse performance. But I think it's more a driver issue than anything. But I see when I use the Vulkan rendering engine, I get as good of performance as I'm using with full Fabric mod suite everything. Like the same performance I get in here is a million times better than I get in default Minecraft. And then I get that just in default Minecraft with the Vulkan rendering engine. So if you were to change that and make that the baseline, and then all the Fabric mods come through and really just like optimize the heck out of it from there, dude, Oh, Java Edition's gonna be smooth as butter. Or whatever smooth surface you want to include. I've been watching you for a while. First time catching you live. Love your builds and your world building. Inspire my own world for sure. Hey, disciple of Anubis. Are you build in the desert? No, I feel like you seem like somebody who wants to build in like a snowy biome. I'm just kidding. Thanks for checking out the stream. Welcome on. They should theme the drops for the year, but we would have a year of new biomes with the structures. That would be cool if there was a year where like they're like, okay, we're still gonna do drops, but by the end of the year, you're gonna have like a full packaged update. But I also feel like that could potentially turn into a Caves and Cliffs part 1, 2, 3 that we've already had, where the community was very upset about that. And then also, in order for them to do that, Joel and Pixarus talked about that exact thing on the spawn chunks recently, which is where I'm drawing this information from that they were talking about. So this is not my unique thought. This is their unique thought. They were saying that if Mojang were to do that, they would have to announce the theme for the year. And then in order for that theme to be something that people got excited about, they would have to announce probably features that would be coming throughout the year. They can't just be like, hey, we're having the end update. In 2027, all 4 drops are going to be themed around the end update. Like that, in theory, great. That sounds awesome. But in actuality, if that first drop were to come out and it's not like a banger of an end update drop, like it's just a little trickle of stuff. Like, hey, we have 1 mob finished and we have 1 biome finished. Here you go. Have fun. The community, to be honest, would probably be so mad at them of being like, we get the end update and it's just this. Or they'd be like, ew, why didn't you develop this thing you told us about first? Why are you developing this thing that sucked? Thing B that you said you would develop is so much cooler. You should have done that first. So if you start thinking about it in that way, I feel like there's a large potential for a whole year of theme drops to actually make the community more upset instead of disconnected drops that just like add some flavor and enhance things to the game while they're working on big things like transferring us to Vulcan, getting us vibrant visuals, all that sort of stuff. Like that's the sort of stuff I think is like what they're working on behind the scenes. Like they're not putting all of their hours and energy right now into building out this drop that we're getting with Chaos Cubed. Like that's one team of many teams, and the other teams are all working on a lot of stuff that we probably will never see because it won't be deemed as being something that is going to work out. But yeah, I had a question. When are you going to add more to the city? John, we actually were, oh, hello Hole. We were working on the city on Monday's stream, planning out the harbor area. So right now there's some creative building going on in the city. I honestly think after this video I'm working on right now gets done, I think we're going to go and start working on finalizing these sections of the city. Why is that all biome tinted? Ew. Ew. Why are you doing that? So we'll get into doing some more city stuff soon. I think we'll probably be doing some creative planning things for that, for streams. Probably a lot next week. A lot of creative planning streams on the city to finish off the Cathedral District next week. The tree is rotting from inside out. Oh man. I feel like the Minecraft community will be upset at an update no matter what. Yeah, it's something that I feel like is very true. Is there is no way to make an update that makes every single part of the Minecraft community happy. That's just impossible. Minecraft is too big of a game for that. Even if you were to just go into the redstone community, you would have mob farm designers, you would have technical contraption people, you'd have people who are trying to build explosive things that's all they do as redstoners. They like trying to make the most exclusive and cool looking explosive devices. You have the people who are trying to make literal computers in Minecraft, and if you're to add a redstone contraption that only appeased like one group of there, the other group's probably gonna be like, what the heck? Why didn't we get anything? Even though you make a redstone update, it might not make every single redstoner happy, you know? Like when skulk sensors were added, that was a new redstone component that a lot of people were like, ew, why? It was just kind of funny to think about. But then you had like the armor trims when those came out as part of that system, and then that came out with a lot of new stuff to go for adventuring and all those things. And there's a large portion of, or a small portion of that adventuring community that was then like, yeah, but these are just loot in the same chests I'm already looting. There's no new fun challenge to get to this, so adventuring's still worthless. Why didn't they add 5 new bosses? Why didn't they add a jungle temple boss that'll come alive that you have to kill it and then you can get the trim? And like you kill the elder guardian, you might get a trim. Blah, blah. So there's no way to make a Minecraft update that makes everybody happy. Even the building community, you add the new sulfur blocks and the cinnabar blocks that we're getting, which are a yellow and a red, and then you get a portion of the community is like, yeah, but what about green and blue and purple? Like, so there's no way to make an update that makes every single person happy. That's the truth of it. You come with the lore for the Cathedral District. What do the villagers worship? They worship the tree. They just worship the tree that keeps the tree in the lore keeps the land fertile. So they're able to grow a lot of crops, hence all of the fields and everything here. And that's why the city was settled so far inland, because it was something that was very lush and full of life, and so it was worth it to go all the way up the river to settle their town instead of being on the coast for an easy harbor. Why not dye it? If you add dyed wood to Minecraft, or like a dyed block to Minecraft or something like that, like let's say people want dyed wooden planks so they can have any color of wooden plank they want. What wood becomes the basis for where the dye color comes off of? If you dye an oak plank yellow, does it become a more yellow oak plank? Versus if you dye a dark oak plank yellow, you get the same color yellow, but the base wood is different, so you'd think you'd get a different result, right? So I don't think dyeing wood is a good way to go. I feel like they just need unique wood types instead of making more options to dye things. That's my opinion, at least. Because that would just add so much complexity to a system that I don't think needs the complexity. Nope. Okay, so we have 1 done. 2 done. And we need to fill this guy. You can only stain pale wood. Yeah, but then if you don't, then people would be mad if they don't have a pale garden nearby them that they can't get the purple wood that they want. So again, it's not perfect, you know. Yeah, I was just thinking out loud. Yeah. No, I'm with y'all. I play devil's advocate a lot to suggestions that come up in here just to get people thinking more and keep the conversation going. I don't disagree completely with a lot of what y'all are saying, but I like to kind of poke at things a little bit here and there as we're talking. If I'm ever disagreeing with you or bringing up counterpoints, it's not a you thing. It's more of I just think it's interesting to fully think about the stuff. Any suggestions for keeping a world actively played on? I have quite a few videos on my channel that are about avoiding burnout and how to stay inspired and all that stuff. I'd check some of those out. There's a lot of good stuff in them. And they might be a little older, but all the topics still apply. Be happy if we had calcite stairs and slabs. We need calcite stairs and slabs and walls, and we need dripstone. Dripstone not having anything but the full block, and calcite not having anything but the full block, and basalt I kind of get because it's very directional, but I feel like smooth basalt could have options. But yeah, man, I wish we had some of those. Also makes you such a good guest on the Spawn Chunks. Dude, if I had the extra hours in a week, I would love to do a podcast. I wouldn't want to do it alone. I very much would want to be somebody who just like shows up. I'm happy to be involved in like making the topics and everything. I basically, you know what I really want? I just want a place to jump into a call for an hour and rant. That sounds like a great thing for me. Hey, look at my streams. What's your stance on vertical slabs? I don't think they're as important for the game as a lot of people tend to think that they are. I would prefer getting more walls and more fences instead of vertical slabs. I would push for a wall type of every single stone instead of just getting a vertical slab of every type. I think there's more to be achieved and done by using walls and whatnot. Random returns of fishing with fWhip. Exactly. Whenever I've got a good rant queued up, that's when fishing with fWhip comes back. Are you still playing the Norwegian fjords and stuff? I was kind of actually randomly, that popped in my brain last night when I was thinking about stuff. And I can't remember where, but I was like, oh, I need to ask in the community, because I know we have a lot of people in the community from that part of the world, if there's any like lesser known fjords that are just absolutely beautiful that I could look up some images of. It's like I need to get some stuff there. I don't think it'll come up anytime soon, so I was like, I'll keep that locked in for later. Create a new block type. What type would I make? Like a new block in the game? I think I want stucco. Like a almost we take like, honestly, no, I think I would want stucco, but it's like a terracotta. It's all of the colors of terracotta, get a brick. Like a brick, not like a stone brick. So like the smaller brick sizes. All of the terracottas get that, and they get slabs, stairs, and walls. I think that could be really, really sick. I think that could fill in a lot of building gaps. Yeah, like a shingles. Like a clay shingle type thing. That could be... You can kind of make that with brick and granite and weathered copper right now. Or whatever the second stage is. Exposed. What is it? Copper, exposed copper, weathered copper, oxidized copper, right? Isn't that the order? I don't know, man. I always get the middle two confused. Whatever stage 2 of copper is, you can use that decently well for shingles. Like the cut variant. I had such high hopes of taking out this entire floor here with my deep slate mining, because I was like, yeah, it's not that big. We'll get it for sure. Nah, when you're not insta mining, it takes a bit. I now realize that you have your cam back working. I know, I'm not just frozen here. It's amazing. We'll go till we finish this shulker box that I have on me, and then we'll jump up and get into block placing, because I would like to. Well, we got to craft all of it, and then we... Ooh, the Pale Moss farm might be, like, way overflowing.
Pleased to meet you.
Egg drop top. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Do you have any SMPs in your future? None that I know of right now. be honest. I would love to do an SMP. Misadventures is on hold for foreseeable future while things get turned around and updated and blah 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 blah. Which at this point I'm assuming ain't gonna be till I'm back from TwitchCon, or I'm not going to TwitchCon until people are back from TwitchCon. I just got like a hunch that ain't turning around for a while. But I also don't know how active it's gonna be when it comes back. Y'all, it is time. Bat 100. Get over here. Get over here. One shot. We're gonna one shot it. Ravis, lining up the shot. Nope. Oh, I missed it. Yeah. 100 bats. Look at that. 100 bats. I'm doing my part. You ever consider hosting a civilization event? No. That is so much work to organize and do and all of that. I had a thought of doing that type of content back in the day. And then I thought about actually doing it and how much work would go into always doing it. You know those clips of you crawling instead of walking always makes me laugh. It's just flashback being flashback and I just let it break. You'd need a team for that. Yeah, big time. You cannot do a civilization event solo. And that is not something I would put on any person ever to do unless I'm paying them. And I don't have the funding to do that or the knowledge of expectation of success out of it to where I can warrant investing that much money to be able to pay people to do it. Because running a server of that scale, massive. You need a lot of hardware to make that thing not be crashing and breaking when you've got 1,000 people or whatever it is that you've got going in there. Then also nowadays you need a unique spin for it. You can't just like drop people in. Like the rich versus poor stuff, interesting, but like even that, you can't do that anymore because it's been done once. You can't. Clip farming, you know me, that's all I do is I just farm my clips. How do you feel about amethyst stairs and slabs? Nah. It would be fun, but I would prefer other purple blocks get added into the game that would fill that vibe. Amethyst is just too shiny sparkly. Crying. How did you manage to clear out all that stone? My wrist would be absolutely cramped. Oh, this has been over many months. This has been here since I built the tree. This hole has been here in the bottom of the world for a very long time. I'm slowly chopping away at this. The goal is to eventually have this go all the way up to the top of the deep slate layer till we hit stone. I don't know what's going to happen at that point. Maybe we find a deep slate emerald in here. That would be kind of cool because we are in a biome. We're in a snowy slopes biome, so there is a chance of a deep slate emerald appearing. Tell me what shaders you use. I don't use any shaders. I haven't used shaders. I guess I had a little clip in the last video that used shaders, and I think that was BSL. Just did it for a little bit of fun. Fun, funky, and fresh, you know? You take your time doing it. Yeah, there's the whole purpose of this hole here is to gather deep slate. So if I don't need deep slate, I'm not mining this. Much as I wish my brain would be like, hey, you know what? We're bored right now. Let's go mine out deep slate so we can have it all stocked up. That don't happen. Wait, did that exactly finish a stack? Wow, it did. Love when that happens. If we got an end with purple and black wood. I don't know if we need like black wood in Minecraft, right? I feel like we have a lot of good dark colors right now. Like we got like You got blacks. I guess the only difference is you would get like a black wall. That's the only thing that we don't have right now. But you can kind of use nether brick or dark oak. But dark oak can be a little rich. Same with the nether brick's got that like maroony color to it. The primal urge to dig a hole. This is why a bunch of dudes at a beach, they just dig a big hole. It's true. It's just instinct. We just brought that instinct into Minecraft. We need blue desperately. Yeah, I feel like I want like a pale green wood, I think could be sick. Or even if they just let us, it's kind of a backport, so I don't think they'll ever do it. But bamboo without stripping it could be wood also. Like that greeny color, that could make a really decent green plank. Mossy wood? No, I'm thinking more pale than like moss. Like almost like a green terracotta-y. Would be like the closest in Minecraft, I think. Or like even like a, maybe not green terracotta, but like a, yeah, probably green terracotta. Dark oak is underrated. I've been using dark oak a ton recently, and I've been loving it. Big dark oak enjoyer right now. Yeah, I think we need green wood, and I think we need blue and purple. I don't know if I'd say I would prefer a light gray or a gray wood before we get a black wood. Like pale wood really, really opened the doors in building capabilities by giving us a white in planks and signs and fences and fence gates. Like that white opened up so many doors and routes for building things. So I think if they took that idea and gave us a light gray and a gray wood that are similar probably to the wool colors, that could go so well. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing, dude. I think light gray would be the most usable. Would you rather have a new build type or the ability to change water and grass biome colors? I just work with biome colors. I don't really care about them. So I'd say wood type would be bigger. What do you think? Warp wood is cyan? Yeah, warp wood is more cyan than blue. I need to decide what colors to play with and when to use them. A problem that everything tends to be spruce and stone. You just have to make an intentional choice not to use spruce and stone and try and find some inspiration. A lot of digital art, people have more fun with colors and things in it and see where you can incorporate that. But just making for a while, I definitely relied heavily on spruce on a lot of stuff. And then there was a period of doing builds where I was like, I literally can't use spruce out of spruce trapdoors. Spruce trapdoors, sometimes irreplaceable. So I went, I think like a month or two. I don't know if I really like showed it too much in videos or things. But there was a period where I literally was not using spruce on anything at all. Changing biome colors would be amazing. I think it could be cool, but I think it also would homogenize a lot of Minecraft. And a way of showing that, because if you think about Minecraft development, a big thing that is always needed in here is a way of showing players how things are done in the game. That's like a big design philosophy that they have. And the best thing that we can have in terms of changing biome colors is I believe you can do it in Terraria. I know you can at least do it in Terraria with the different types of corruptions. You can bring that over from a world or add it to some point or something like that. But outside that, like, I think they have a little machine you can set down that will produce corruption, or it like spreads the biome that you want out from within it. But it's not like the cleanest version of how to do it, you know? So I'd be curious to see what Mojang's representation of something like that would be. Okay, this is getting kind of cool. I know it's 7 blocks tall, that's it, but it's kind of fun. You're still mining deep slate? We're actually just finishing the deep slate. I'm just kind of... The bummer part is we still have to take all this side over here, down the 3 blocks for where it's like all the way. This needs to come all the way back to here for this lower level, just so that it's all evened out. But that helped get rid of a lot of the torches that were in the top. And what I want to do now is we can just run around and this will help on this side. A woodcutter tool would be cool. Would be helpful. Yeah. I don't understand why we don't have a woodcutter yet. That is one of those things that I'm consistently like, Mojang, I understand that it's maybe not in the game, but is there a design reason why it's not in the game? Other than you're saving it to potentially add it later? Maybe? But like, I don't know. No, I don't know. I got a lot of torches in here. Okay, well, that's all good. Apparently. It's one of those where it's like, if you're not gonna add it, at least tell the community why. I think is kind of owed at this point, just because it's not even that it's that we don't have a woodcutter yet, it's that we don't have a woodcutter and we also have inconsistencies in recipe costs. That's the part that more so gets me, that we don't have a woodcutter. Because I think the big thing woodcutters are for is people are like, oh, you could really easily get the stripped logs or the whatevers just super quick. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You just throw a log in and you can get the stripped thing out. That's great. Love it. Which is like, yeah, that would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. I will not complain about that at all. But the big thing that comes out of it is the cost that you get from the resources you put in. Like 6 planks gives you 3 doors, which are 2 blocks tall, so that occupies 6 block spaces. If you were to put in 6 planks, you can also get 2 trapdoors, which occupies 2 block spaces. And previously it made sense because a long time ago, when doors were originally added, it was 6 planks gave 1 door, and then trapdoors were added and 6 planks gave 2 trapdoors. So it gave this same relative block space and everything for it. And then we get the new ones coming in, and they decided that doors are too expensive. Let's update doors so that we now, instead of you get 1 door, you now get 3 doors. But then they just decided to not do that for trapdoors. They've just never updated it since. So it's one of those where I'm like, why? And then also, isn't it? No, you get 6 hanging signs and you get 6 shelves for each of those crafts. So that's the same. Also, like a chiseled wood something or another, I think it'd be pretty cool. Like a little ornate wood design, kind of like the tough lasagna block. but like wood. I think that could be cool and give it its own flair for each different wood type. I think something like that could be really fun to have. Missing. No darkness allowed. I'm not gonna get the whole floor. I just want to do this little section for now. Got it. I just wanted to get everything that we uncovered. We might as well. That all? Cool. That cleans this space up a little. It's not a grid-like pattern or anything, but it's at least it's progress. Okay, so this is T4.
Pleased to meet
Dark
you.
oak,
Big tree.
cherry, deep slate. Gonna save that real quick. I just wish they had made the variations of each block consistent. A drop would that would, in my mind, be quite simple. And there's basically 90% approval rate for it. Yeah. One day we might get something like that. I'm down. I feel like having consistent across like the varietals of each block, you know, that'd be cool. What's also cool is Alex, thank you so very much for the 1 year. Do we start like a throw your trees in the chat? Woo, yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be so funny when it's just like underneath path is just a huge cube that goes all the way up to there. It's gonna be really goofy looking. Which Stardew Valley OST you have in the background for your streams? I have a lot of Stardew Valley music from all different parts. What's he working on? Just got here. We've been gathering resources, which we need to go craft up a ton now. Woo. The path sinkhole. It's right down there with the bamboo farm and the mangrove tree farm and... Oh, I just missed it. Or there's a new music disc they'll add. Yeah, it came out yesterday. I haven't listened to it yet. Is it good? Let's try that back up. Okay, this has been running for a long time, so hopefully we are filled up on pale moss. Yes! Love to see it. Is it broken? Do I need to fix anything? And it's still working. Love to see it even more. Alright, so we need 2 shulker boxes full of pale moss. Is just gonna be fine from here. Perfect. Bam. All right, now we just have deep slate left to craft. And then we got to get a little oxidized copper bar action and a little iron bar action. New music disc is fire. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Do you think it's on the Minecraft page already? Do you think they dropped it on Spotify? They dropping that hot track on Spotify? There it is. What is it called? There's 6 songs. Wait, what? Let's listen to these. All right, well, this is music for the next 30 minutes or so. This one's Memories. Bounce is the disc. Okay, that's the one at the bottom. We'll listen to all of them because I'm curious. Okay, now that we got all this deep slate, we need to put most of it away. This one here, we need, let's take that much of our regular deep slate, probably. All of these songs bang, not gonna lie. I haven't heard them yet. I'm excited. I kind of glazed over it. Those we're gonna need to hit later, but let's take all this deep slate and just start stocking. All right, this one's a vibe. I like it. It's very like ethereal. Oh yeah, I'm happy about this deep slate right now, I'll tell you that much. We should have a vid where you build a world for 24 hours of gameplay and see how much you can get built. I've done a video, I actually literally have that entire video as a title in the past. I need 21 stacks. Do I have any stacks in here? I do not. Lovely. 9, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then we can go. I really wish this, also another feature that Minecraft needs that they haven't ported over yet. In the crafting menu, you can now just press spacebar and it brings back your previous craft. You can't do that in the stone cutter. Not quite sure how that got overlooked, but it did. Okay, we got that, and we got that. Oh, I only need 9 stacks of this. See, the mating call. It's back. A dude literally just did a burnout in front of my house and drove off. That's fun. That's super cool. Okay, so we need 14 stacks of cobbled deep slate. We actually have that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I don't know if it's a he. They literally just did a burnout I can see the streak that they left on the road right in front of my house. So that's fun. I don't understand people, dude. There's that. What a cool guy. Yeah. Don't y'all wish you were that cool? Man, I wish I was that cool. One day I'll be that cool. We need that. That. And that finishes off the last of our deepest shred. Lovely. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. We just need bars. Wish my deep slate boxes look like this. Yours too can look like this if you just stream for an hour. Only mining deep slate. It's super fun. All right, now we're listening to Ebb. What's your go-to music genre? Wub 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 with a side of wub. I listen to a lot of electronic music. I'll be honest, I listen to a lot of electronic music. Mostly because I record and I have music on in the background while I'm recording and doing all that fun stuff. And my brain cannot focus while there's audio going, but also like if there's vocals. So I listen to a lot of electronic music where the vocals are more just basically there to amplify the music itself, not really there, not to stand on their own, you know? What villagers do I need in my trading hall? Stonemasons. Next question. I actually need a way to get emeralds. Probably, is it toolsmiths always trade iron? Or is it weaponsmiths? It's one of the two. Or armorsmiths. I don't know. Stam, you got a lot of things you need, my dude. How's the crate series going though? Y'all still enjoying crate mod SMP? Or sorry, just create. Create with a side of create. Do you know that what I really need to play some more in my world? Really need to, yeah. You got another thing you really need to do. What I really need to do, Stam, I got a thing I really need to do. I really need to design the interior of this space. I really gotta. The stuff y'all are doing with the airplane seems really cool. Please build another portal. Stretching made it look air trying to fun. I was being one with my elytra. I do my best. I'll tell y'all what. We have 750 viewers in chat right now. If we get 750 likes, I'll give y'all the spoiler today. We're at 640 likes right now. So if we get to 750, I'll give y'all the spoiler. I made a mangrove farm that cuts down mangrove trees so easily. Nice. I got one of them too. Oh, look at that sunset. Oh, it's beautiful. And look at the moon coming up. Man. You ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this? Are you ready for it? I don't know if you're ready for it. I'm not ready for it. It's going to be dark here soon. I actually really, really love this. Actually, I think I'm starting to really like this. Okay, where's the other wood stuff? Wood stuff there. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. I think I will be starting to like this mod. Well, we got everything set up here. Look how nice it is. I love it. That's a major shulker monster we got going on. Moon big. I Wait, Sun Big. Now you want to see Sun Big? Sun Big! Okay, this song, actually a bop. This song's really good. This is Nightly on the new soundtrack. I've been a fan of yours for 2 years, but your latest video convinced me to start my own Forever World, which already have 200 days. Dang, dude, you've been zooming. Sorry, I'm just enjoying listening to the music right now. I don't know, you know, 25 links away. Okay, we can go to there. So what I need to do now, what we're gonna move into next, now that we got it set up, is we're going to take a load of dirt, put a little bit back, put that guy down in there. I need a stick. I'm gonna make sure I've locked this, so I don't want to accidentally move it. All right, so we're under edit schematic mode, and I believe all I got to do is, nope. What key did I set it to? Configuration hotkey. Edit backspace. That's what I said it to. Boop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now we gotta dig. Or not dig. We have to place dirt. We're not breaking dirt. Okay. Now we got. Can't hear him talk for some reason. I was bumping the music with the new song. Y'all are saying Bounce is the new one? We got 2 minutes left on Nightly. I think Nightly's getting added to the playlist too. I did like Ebb. We can add a Ebb. Okay. I'm on day 39 and still on the grind to find diamonds. Nice. All right, we have so much dirt to place. I'm still in edit mode. Hard to place dirt when you're in edit mode. We have little bits that need to be shaved off. I probably should just be focusing on placing first, and then we can shave second. I'm also hoping that the schematic drastically overestimated the amount of dirt that I need to place down, because otherwise we have almost 40,000 dirt blocks that need to be placed. So we'll see how this goes. So wondering what you're building? Man, 750 likes. We're 18 away. We're getting close. I'm cutting y'all a deal. 25% lower like tax to get stream exclusive previews. Oh, this is shores. Why did it go back to bounce? It skipped bounce. Yeah, this is the new one that people are raving about. Alright, I'm in. I'm sold. Yeah, I'm liking it. How did you get under here? I thought it was a skeleton for sure. Ah. Just one homie. He's the pillager now. I really wish I had more reason to use music discs in the game. This is a very nice ambiance, but I feel like it's just hard to include them as a content creator because so much music is added in post. You're cutting little bits here and there constantly. That's hard to like use music in the moment, you know? Met a wild pig on my way back home. Nice. The goal is reached. All right, let me clear this shulker inventory, and then I'll show y'all. I only got a few stacks left. Let me make some progress here. Y'all wouldn't believe I've been lying to you the entire time. No, I haven't. Really big wall. Also, my lore. Y'all are gonna love this. My lore for why we're not spawn proofing underneath it is because it's all the lost soldiers that fought and tried to take the wall many years ago. You just hear the grumbling of the zombies underground as if the soldiers are still fighting, trying to take over. Huh. It's beautiful, isn't it? All right. What's the lore for burying the sheep? Hey, you don't think sheep can be soldiers? What the heck, Burb? Don't be mean to sheep. All right, here you go. Oop. We make a very big ruined wall. Very big wall, very ruined, very ancient, very torn down. This is it. It is pink. There's holes. There's a lot of ruins. And this is only stage 1. I'm still working on designing stage 2 of it. This is Breath of the Wild like. Get that out of here. This is more Thoradin's Wall from World of Warcraft, the border of Hillsbrad foothills between Rathai Highlands. Get that Breath of the Wild stuff out of here. Blech. World of Warcraft did it first. That's what we're doing. That is the goal. Never did WoW. I know, I'm just messing with you. Okay, I'm sold. Sweet. Yeah, that's the plan. Nice starter house. Thanks, Revo. I went with only really easy to get materials. Actually, you'd be surprised. I did try putting wither skeleton skulls into it just because I thought it could be a funny flex of using wither skeleton skulls on the battlements, but they were just a little too strong, so I took them out. Wasn't a big fan of their effect on it. It's all supposed to be dirt or grass. This is all gonna be grass. I just modified the schematic in this instance so that we could place in dirt and then just let the grass grow over itself as it do. Because I'm a poor boy when it comes to grass blocks. Dirt blocks, on the other hand, we had about 300,000 dirt blocks in storage, so actually more. I think we're closer to 500,000 dirt blocks before this, because we have 2 double chests full of shulker boxes of dirt and a 3rd chest full of shulker boxes of dirt. How much dirt would that be? Let's see, that's 54 times 27. How much? Well, it's 108 times 27 because there's 227 times 64. So that's 186,000. And then there's also yeah, so there's over 200,000 dirt. 250,000 dirt. I know stone we have over 500,000 in storage. Need to update up my wall game. Sorry, Kiwi. Not bad. Oh, we're just repeating these. I'm gonna go back to the other place. They're a good vibe, but we're going here. Part of me always wants to gather 2 tall flowers as I like see them out in the world. If I have to break them to clear things, I'm like, oh, I need to keep these. And then I remember I can literally bone meal any 2 tall flower and I can get more 2 tall flowers. Where are you building at? We are here. Path is up there. Tough Hall is here. So we're south of Tough Hall. The little red village we made back in December is right over that way. The sheep has decided they do not want to live underground. We have a lot of dirt to place, by the way. I can make a wall look more interesting than most of my builds. Pure, natural skill and talent. I don't know, man. I put about 13 to 15 hours into designing that thing in the last few days, so that's probably the reasoning. Do we got the spoiler perhaps? You just missed it. You can rewind though on YouTube. Oh wow, look how bright that is. Can I use sunglasses to look at the sun? I don't know. You can actually see how bright it is. Like, look at my camera. My monitor gets so bright that it just like it fully lights me up. That's so funny. I use sunglasses to look at my computer. Blue light filter will save me, right? I'm trying to save you, sir. Yeah, all the way. All the way. Thank you. I used to use Excel as a light when on meetings, like a side monitor, put Excel on. That's so funny. Like, who needs a key light when you have Excel? Wonder if Microsoft Word could work better. I will say one of the best things I've ever installed for Google Docs, because I use Google Docs because I ain't paying for Microsoft Word. I installed the dark mode. That there's an extension for dark mode that somebody made for Google Docs. Oh my gosh, it is the best thing ever. It's so good, so helpful. I can actually use Google Docs when it's not just the middle of the day without my eyes wanting to burn. This is the ancient road. Still kind of put together out here. Microsoft Word for the first time this last week for final, and it's so confusing. You just open and start typing. I don't know, I haven't used recent versions of it. I'm sure you have Copilot there telling you everything that you would ever need to potentially type. It'll just do it for you. That student that went viral a few days ago at graduation for showing their ChatGPT history on the... like when the camera in the stadium like panned over them, they opened their laptop and just scrolled ChatGPT. That was so funny and also made me a little sad. It's like, how are we so reliant on ChatGPT? Yeah, all Microsoft needs to do is stop Copilot and bring back Clippy. Then everybody would be happy. Nobody would question Clippy. Frustrates me how often students use AI as a teacher. Oh, I'm sure you're on the front lines of it, but I've heard from so many friends who are teachers that it's like, it's crazy how grades seem like they're just multiple years behind where they should be when it comes to even speaking and reading and everything, because ChatGPT is and AI controls are just allowing people to skip a lot of the hard thinking because you can just have an algorithm do it for you, which is so sad. I also wouldn't be surprised if there's some, not to get like too in the weeds on it, there has to be some onus on like the teaching styles. Like if there's more funding for teachers, they could be able to invest more into making more engaging ways of learning and all that, instead of some are probably a little archaic now. Hopefully there's a way to move it all forward soon. Gotta value the teachers. Half the time AI is majorly incorrect. Yeah, but sometimes it writes a whole email for me, and that's kind of nice. Just, I'll be honest. There are some times when it does a whole email for me, and I don't even have to think about it. Or there's one that has been very, very nice, is sometimes I'll be on really long email threads talking about work stuff, and Google's AI now will just summarize the email for you and give you key points and takeaways. I'm sure there's a few things I miss every once in a while in it, but dude, having that as like a quick reference for what the conversation's about, so nice. Like that's the type of stuff AI should do. Not all the doing our essays for us and everything. I do not go crazy with the sound of dirt placing music. And I'm used to it. I hear dirt placing when I'm sleeping. It's fine, I'm used to it. I've only, in this world, heard 562,689 dirt placing sounds. So we gotta crank those numbers up. Them some rookie numbers right there. First little hill section is coming together. Hit my 10K step goal through stream. Nice. Oh, I've just got a walking pad for her desk downstairs, and I keep being like, I kind of want to steal it. Kind of want to steal it for a day and see if I'd actually enjoy it. I don't want to invest in one just in case I would never use it. But I feel like there's potential for me to want to really use it. I do know it's pretty loud, so like I couldn't use it while recording. I'd have to only use it while like doing creative stuff or whatever. Maybe on stream. I can get away with worse audio on stream than I can if I'm recording videos. We're not going to talk about antivirus and all that stuff. I feel like that's just we try and avoid a lot of one, political stuff, two, world events in here. Just try and keep this as a little bit of an escape for it. Bought a walking pad, I don't use it. Ooh, this is your wake up of maybe it's time to walk. How far have we made it? We got that done. Out of, we got a little over there that needs to be filled in, I think. No, maybe not. And we got all that. So there is no way that it's the like 31,000 something that it says that I need. Well, I guess there's all this that needs to be torn up and replaced too. What are your thoughts on the 6-7 meme? Dude, it's the best meme ever created. What are you talking about? There's nothing better than two numbers in numerical order being said right next to each other. Oh my gosh, it can't get funnier than that. Honestly, I don't know where it comes from, and at this point I'm just annoyed because in my normal speaking language I tend to refer things, oh, I need 6 or 7 of those, And now I just can't use that term because then people go, you said the thing, and it's really annoying. And like, no, people have been going back to my old videos of like 8 years ago and making comments about me saying 6 or 7 of this, and they're like, how could you? I'm like, bro, this video is before COVID. this was not a meme back when I made this video, but thank you for the free engagement. Where's our wandering trader? I heard him. Oh my god. Stay right there. It's Christmas is in May. It's Christmas in May. It's Christmas in May. Woohoo! I'll take your entire stock. Only 10. Oh, man. He's got the stuff. Oh, we love when he's got the stuff. Ow. Oh, yeah. Over a stack again. The boys are back. I will say on the whole memes and everything, like, every generation is going to have theirs. My generation had the 420s, the 69s, the whatever. Like, every generation is going to have them. And I will say that I don't know the origin of the 6.7 one, but as far as I can tell, it's pretty harmless. It's just used a lot and has a dance to it. Like, I could not tell you the origin of it. I don't even really care to know it, as long as it's like, I'd prefer to know if it's like a negative thing, right? But as far as I can tell, it's not, right? And so like going to sporting events and things, and you'll see like the kids on the Jumbotron, and they're having a great time just dancing around, doing their little hee. And I think that's solid for them. I think that's good. I think they're just out there having a fun time, doing their thing, and they're gonna look back in a few years and be like, oh my god, that's so cringe. How did we ever do that? And you know what? That's fine. Because we all have those moments from when we were kids. We probably still have those moments, to be honest. So it's all fine. Everybody's just gonna, every generation's gonna have it. The older we get, the more stupid we're gonna think the younger generations are, somehow. And be like, how could they do that? I would have never done that, when you had something really, really close to it, probably. Like, back in the early 2000s, we had some rough memes, dude. There were some rough memes. A lot are still around today, too. Sorry, I had a sane take. I know. I had a sane take as a content creator. It's... Quick, I gotta say something crazy. I don't know. I lost it. I can't come up with an insane take. Time for me to be washed up. All right, can you get out of there? Okay, the 21 meme coming out when you and all your friends were turning 21. Pretty funny, though. I will admit, that was a good time. Good year to turn 21. Pretty dumb. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Do you think it's faster to just mine out all of this stone, or do you think it's faster to set up a beacon? Hey, buddy. Oh, some of it's gravel, so maybe it... Nope, don't get in the way. New. It's okay, Rofo. I'm sure you have some memes from the 60s that are you probably didn't call them memes, but like you had some funnies in the 60s that were probably up there with the 10+9 thing. Frosthawk, I'm so sorry. I don't know why that didn't play. It should have played. Did you all hear it? I didn't hear it. Maybe I gotta look into it. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the bits. We heard it, but you didn't? Oh, I heard it. Oh, I didn't hear it. Ew, what is it playing under? Sound effects. I need... Oh, maybe I need to cue that. Is the OBS issue all good? I'm on meld. I think I might have just not had that audio source set to cue. And let me know. Maybe I just look super cool and I was like completely unfazed by a creeper explosion. Yeah, I definitely heard it. I so heard that creeper explosion, yo. Man, unfazed. I just knew it instantly was a fake. Actually, one thing that has happened since I've had that sound effect on, I have really learned the directional audio for creepers and come to very much rely on creepers having directional audio. Because that sound effect doesn't have directional audio. So every time I hear it, it's even in both. Whereas now I've really come to determine and really focus in on, okay, was that sound the same from both sides? If yes, then it's either right in front of me or right behind me, or it just does not exist. Turn sound off. True. Just stealing your money, actually, is what it is. That's what I'm here for. That's why I stream. How long before it didn't make a jump? It depends on context. Sometimes y'all still get me. I won't deny that. Sometimes y'all get me. We'll just... Green wool is where I had some bad mask going on, so I just need to... I should go sleep. that's a regular horse. I thought that was a zombie on a horse. Oh, hello, spider. A murder. That was a murder. Recently built some farmland around our city. I used some of your cobblestone dividers from your path and it really worked. Even made mud brick variants. Thanks for the inspiration. Nice, Jeff. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, a good hedge or a wall around some your fields. It goes far. How does it happen that you get... Does it happen that you get surprised by a creeper instead of moving forward to hit it with your sword? You hit Q and throw it away? No, I don't think I've ever thrown my sword at a creeper, or at least not for many, many years. Long time sub. First time chatter. I had a quick question. I'm building a town in my world. How do you manage elevation changes within a town/village? Main roads I try and keep to slabs only, because that to me seems more realistic for moving a cart up and down. Side roads you can do that are more footpaths, so you can have them as staircases and things to get up between. But I think working with the train is a really good way to go with it. Just whatever you can use for the train, and sometimes you need to extend it out and flatten it out or smooth it or some way. Like most of the City of Path, like this entire section here, probably, honestly, pretty much actually even that, everything in Path is minus, no, because I carved the hill back to put the Cathedral District in there. Yeah, everything that is in Path is pretty much floating. It's not on its original terrain elevation. That's all elevation that I put in there to smooth it out. I worked with the terrain generally that's in there, but you can go under the city and there's a hollow gap underneath the entire thing. So yeah, I guess I didn't really build much of that on the actual land there. So don't be afraid to just lift it up in the air if you want an extra few blocks of space to flatten something out and make it more buildable or whatever it might be. Also, don't be afraid to hide the back of a building into another building if it makes sense.
Is the Foliage University still overrun by turtles?
I don't know if the Foliage University's been overrun by turtles, but there's definitely still a lot of turtles around the world. Wombat and I have actually been playing around with the idea of making a short on the fact that my world is overrun by turtles. Oh, you might see more on the turtle lore soon. Remember the beginning of the city when you cover the original villager? That's 60s. Oh, Robo caught up. Hey, Robo. Welcome back. Sorry. Yeah, he had to really get his hearing device on to go and rewind and be like, what did he say? What did that young whippersnapper say over there? I can't hear him. Well, he's still mining how much is needed. No, we're placing now, dude. Oh, it's the invention of the steam engine. Ouch, Wizzy. I ain't mining, I'm placing. Just think of all of the dirt that we can come and mine underneath here if we ever need dirt. I'm never gonna need dirt because I still have more mountain ranges and things that need to get destroyed before I build up new ones. But like, if we ever need dirt in like 10 years, I know where to go. I ran out of dirt. I know where to go. Ooh. I do have a hard cutoff on stream today of like another 45 minutes, so we'll get as much placement as we can, but then I gotta go to the store because I gotta get stuff ready for a birthday dinner tonight. I got some errands I gotta run. Another terraforming project. This is kind of a terraforming project. Main purpose is not terraforming, but I wanted a grander slope for the build to sit on so it looks even bigger. This is it. This is hardcore Minecraft at its finest. Just printing dirt, dude. To give up. I'm old now. Don't have another 45 minutes in me. Anima, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, I thought about turning the front into like a big ruined battlefield of sorts, but then I was like, I don't know if I really want to do that. I was almost thinking about doing like old mech something like golem-y things, but I was like, do I really want to introduce that type of lore into the world, that there was some ancient civilization that battled with golems? Like, I don't know. I think I might put like one maybe in a forest somewhere or something like that, but like an old statue or an old golem that's like dormant, I think could be a really fun vibe to add in, but yeah, I don't know. How do you copy and paste the schematics so only the top layers are in the blueprints? You clear out everything but the top layer. I use the hollow command in Axiom for it. So you make a big selection area, you go to the operations menu, and then you just click hollow. Or you can do it by hand. But I find it saves a lot of time because then you have an accurate resource list for just stuff on the surface, which is huge. And then you can more easily look through it. And it's less laggy too. Getting rid of everything in the middle, that's like, even if it's stuff that's already placed in the world, makes it a lot less laggy. It's 5:44 p.m. in the USA, where you are. It's 2:44 p.m. here in the USA. Because West Coast, best coast. What? Getting through it. Oh, I've got a lot back there to place, though. Bummer. Thinking of falling asleep to the stream, but I'm scared of the creeper sound effect. Nah, you're good, dude. That doesn't happen very often. Real creepers, though. Nah. I'm gonna try and just leave as much of the grass over here, whether it's in the schematic or not. Be kind of nice just having all the grass. Grass. Joined late, what'd you miss? We chopped trees. We chopped other types of trees. We mined a lot of deep slate. And now we're placing a lot of dirt. And that's pretty much the stream summary. You missed dirt. Dirt? Oh, I didn't mine dirt today. No. I already had the dirt. I did miss that dirt, and that dirt, and that dirt, though. And that we needed to break. Good thing we got these. Whole build would have been off. A lot of brr, and a lot of... What sound does dirt make when you place it? It's kind of like a little softer. I got pep. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a little P sound to it. That's like a weird cutback. Huh. I'll fix that up later. So this is the gap through. This is one of the ways to pass through the wall. The main gate itself is meant to not be something that's supposed to attract people to it. The main gate of this wall is going to be permanently closed. There will be no way through it. You have to go through the cracks in the wall. The ability to open the main gate has long since disappeared. And that's called lore. Because of lack of redstone abilities. I can't create mod the giant door to open, so it's just going to stay closed. That is one of those things that I do think create mod has done well. It's just the ability to just, like, open and close anything around you. It's pretty sweet. And the windmills and the water mills, oh, those are good. I don't really have a whole lot of interest in create mod outside that stuff, but the little bit of movement you get, very nice. And a cha-cha tree in the way. A warm chicken. I've been tweaking the atmospheric settings for savanna biomes. And I think I've got a yellow that I really like for the sky and the fog and everything. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's such a good yellow tone. But it can boat. I want moving boats. It can also airplane now, which is pretty sweet. What is this wall protecting? Not much anymore. It's kind of rubble. Oh, we need to also get rid of this tree back here. I'm using my rockets for their intended purpose. Breaking leaves. And my chest plate for its intended purpose. Also breaking leaves. It's amazing how many things are made to break leaves in Minecraft. I still think I want to redo the ends here. Oh, that was the last of the dirt I had. And never made. I'm not super happy with the landscaping I did at the end there. So this is the official lore wall. Yeah. I feel like I've been trying to do the elytra hop recently, and I like either forgot how to do it, or the way that I used to do it no longer works. We did forget grass. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Who needs rockets? Oh yeah. Now we're zooming, dude. Like over here, I'm pretty sure I literally just like piled up dirt and was like, okay, and now it falls down. I feel like I need some rocks or something over here to clean this up. It does just kind of grossly go into the water. That's fine, no. It's not in the thumbnail, so it's not important. Yeah. What? I feel like I want to do a video soon. I just don't know how I could conceptualize it into a video of just filling in the dead space. Like the open space between builds, just doing a bunch of little stuff and detailing and going along and just being like, you know what, today we're just going to do things out here. Just to add that more like cohesion to the world. And like we have roads connecting up everything that we have for the most part. We need to be able to bring out a lot more of it, I think, of just being able to connect things a little bit better and have those details along the road that aren't just vanilla Minecraft landscape between. One day we'll get there. Will there be a video this week? No video this week. There's gonna be a short tomorrow though, but no long form video. Unfortunately, we did not get it done. And by we, I mean me, because it is just me. And it's a big video. As you can see, I have a lot of dirt to place. I don't know what I did down here. Sweepies now. I go sweepies. You make that 100 days video, 100 days of detail in my Minecraft world. Yeah. I feel like 100 days, if you're not a 100 days YouTuber, just do not work at all on YouTube. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's the way that my brain goes. This is how to bring immersion in your Minecraft world. This made my Minecraft world feel so alive. One second. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Do the 24-hour thing again. Honestly, those videos do tend to work out fairly well, typically. Stupid sunflowers. Not clickbait, then big red circle and thumbnail. Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it. You're onto something. That's how we do it. That's how we go viral. No, here's what it is. Mr. Beast hated my Minecraft world, so I did this. What was it? He said it wasn't impressive. Mr. Beast said my Minecraft world wasn't impressive, so I did this. Honestly, that would probably be a pretty funny video title. I wouldn't want the hate it would bring on because, you know, we just don't care to bring in that audience, but I feel like it could go pretty well. Like if I was really a degenerate about the clickbait, that probably would be a title I would use. All right, there's the entire front. We got to get this section up here done too. immersion maxing my hardcore world for real, for real? Do I have to wear a toupee for that, or like do I just like build something? But like, do I have to like make sure it's all fake, or like only super surface level and has no depth to it, or like how do we run that? Like what's the full thought through concept of that? Like I feel like you gotta really fake that one. You never know, man. We could definitely immersion max this hardcore world. That's true. Quickly, before the zombie burns, we have to keep him alive.
Keep
The
it
lost
real.
soldier that attacked them all. Hi! Tango Raid, welcome on in, friends! How are we doing today? Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Tango, thank you so very much for the raid. Hope you're doing well. What were we working on today? More decked out shenanigans going on. We are, or there's hermitcrafty stuff, I'm assuming. But how we doing? Thought the live just ended. Nah, we're here. Isn't surface level just doing buildings with no interiors? Whoa, dude. Stop calling me out, man. I thought we were friends. You know it. As always, yes. Nice, nice, nice. How's decked out coming along? I'm sure to be open next week, right? That's probably like where it is. Pig, riding pig monorails mostly. We rode a pig. The ham train. That's great. That's great. I like it. I like it. Well, we are here working on something slightly less technical than that. I'll show you a big old schematic I'm working on building up soon. We're building a big wall. Why? I don't know. It just sounded like a really fun project to work on. So we're building a big ruined wall right now. Currently it's this, and we're just placing dirt in. But we're gonna have a really big wall. Super cool big wall stuff going on. Yeah. We actually finished Decked Out 3 today. Opens tomorrow. Oh man, I hope I get an invite and can come play. I'm excited. That'll be great. Look forward to it on Friday or something. So yeah, we're working on this. We did a lot of resource gathering, and now we're just setting up the landscape so I can make place up to wall. Plenty of time to think of some lore. If you're familiar with my hardcore world, well, first, if you're not familiar, hi, my name's fWhip. I play hardcore Minecraft for the most part. I do a different form of HC, not Hermitcraft, hardcore. Both HC, different. I know, interesting. I've been in this world for almost 4 years now. We're 13,203 days, so we passed 13,200 today. And we got a lot of stuff. I do a lot of medieval world building. So here's a little map mod of big old city, farmland, custom landscaping, buildings, all that stuff. We're kind of far away from any of my civilizations, except this little cozy, quaint village that we built up. Very fun back in December, I think it was, earlier this year. That I wanted to try a really cool red block palette. So we have red and crimson, like mangrove and crimson as like the main ones, and then just built stuff out of that with the pale oak and everything, and turned into a cool little riverside hamlet of sorts. So we got this cool thing in here. But yeah, this is kind of my build style a little bit. Not always as super colorful, but general vibes. We love trees, we love landscaping, we love building. Looks like the dwarven architecture. It's kind of a little tough holly adjacent with the dwarven area that's right over that mountain up there. But I tried to make it more like an ancient civilization that doesn't really match too much to anything in the world, but it is closest to Tough Hall, so like it does make sense for that. Set in the dwarven area. Dwarven area is going to end honestly like right behind the wall. Like we're gonna transform this village here into probably some dwarven themed something or another. But most of the dwarven area is gonna exist within these mountains when it gets there. What's the coolest thing in your world, in your opinion? I think it's, to me, the coolest thing to look at, just visually be like, wow, look at this thing, and just stop and stare at something, is the Nether Hub. Oh, I need to pause that. We're flying away. I'm very excited for Tough Hall here. It's very, if you've played World of Warcraft, it's very Dornogal adjacent, which is a dwarven city in there. This one's still kind of early bare bones. we need to get a lot more life into it. But I'll show you all the main city. The coolest thing I would say that we have in the world is the city of Path up here, which is what the main focus so far of the world has been, of a giant medieval city and bringing it as much to life as we possibly can. So what we're looking at here, this is actually a mountain biome. This is a snowy slopes biome. As you can see, it's a little bit different than snowy slopes at this point. So we chopped an entire mountain down, turned it all into this farmlandy place, which is pretty sweet. And then I can show you all into the city. Where you at? This is like a little town on the outskirts of the city across the harbor. So we got a little market square here. We have a huge university up at the top themed around plants, the Foliage University. You got a big old, you really just get lost in the city. Can we see the nether hub then? No worries if it's too much detour. Yeah, I can show you. We can walk up towards the nether portal. I'll just walk through the city here real quick with you. Why is the sky so blue? I'm checking out a mod called Atmospherics, which allows you to tweak sky, fog, clouds, everything in every single biome. So I'm still tailoring in the settings a little bit, but it's been fun just to, I guess, add some more atmosphere to the Minecraft world. It's really fun because you can like go through and you could, like, if you're looking here, let me just copy this so it's in there. I could just make the fog like dark red in the plains biome. So like you can tweak it to your heart's content. So it's really fun for thumbnails and things to mess around with. Yeah, so this is the heart of the city, like main area of it. We're pretty central to it. There's a lot of stuff in here. And we're slowly working on, with the supporters, people can claim interiors and design them in creative, and then I'm building them back up here in survival. I didn't bring my bed with me. It's going to be nighttime. It's going to be spookies. There's some interiors in here that actually have beds in them. But then a little different about how I play. I don't have a massive storage room. So like this is the storage area where I include all of my colored stuff. So we have dyes over there, candles over there. We've got concretes over here, and we've got stained glass in there. And then I have like a different place for just different storage items throughout the entire world have their own spots. So we have a lumber mill for the woods. We have a quarry for stones, etc., etc., etc. And then let me just jump in here. I know we got a bedroom in this one. This is one we don't talk about this interior. We don't talk about the pain that came from this. I hate vines. We just don't talk about it. Just ignore everything that you see in here. It's not important at all. Yeah, I just see a giant tree. Yeah, we have a giant tree in every dimension. That's the I love nature and trees and stuff, and so I wanted to bring that into my Minecraft world. I thought it'd be kind of fun to build a giant tree in every dimension as a way of like linking the lore of the dimensions together. So yeah, we got this big old tree here, and I'll show you all the nether side. Are you doing a world tour? Yeah, we're doing a little quick tour of some of the highlights because Tango just dropped in a awesome little raid over here. So yeah, if y'all like building stuff, drop a follow. I'm mainly on the YouTubes as well. Try and do like every other week videos and all that stuff. Make sure that's paused. It is. Sweet. And no pressure if you just want to raid and run too. This is my nether hub. It's a little different from the medieval fantasy vibes. There's the tree in the nether. I'm just doing a quick gas check to make sure there's no gas out here to blow up my build. We do have a mob switch inside the tree full of zombie villagers, so everything around this area is spawn proof. But this is what I'm turning the nether into, is a very cyberpunk 2077 inspired cityscape for the nether hub. So like you saw, we jumped out of the subway station in there, which is the subway station. If the text will load, it just says path on that to the main city. Tough Hall, the dwarven area, actually is going to have a portal right over there. I have a huge wither skeleton farm that is a little broken right now. But yeah, so we're trying to do a lot of really fun colors and stuff and just bringing it to life as much as I can.
You should use nitwits for atmosphere in the cities.
I like doing stuff like that, Carson, but it adds a little too much lag with all the things moving around, and so I prefer to focus on the block details. But maybe in the future, if it gets more efficient, we can add that. Oh, hello, fog. But yeah, so we've got this in here, which is pretty cool. My old Nether hub is up here. It was this vibe, which is just kind of classic Minecraft farms, iceboat roads going out and around. And I decided I wanted to bring everything back in the Nether itself. So we are slowly migrating things down that way. What happened to the Wither Skeleton farm? In a recent update, I think it was 26.1 or 26.1.2, but it made it so that even though the zombie villagers are all in here, I'll show you a little free cam action. There's 80 of them in here, taking up the entire mob cap. I traded with all of them, so they'll never despawn. They, for some reason, even when I turn chunks down, are still staying loaded, even though they're not in loaded chunks and there's no chunk loader there or anything when I'm right there. If I fly farther away, it seems to work, but there's something about 26.1 that is force loading up to the 16 chunks away for entities. Even though the chunk isn't loaded, the entity's loaded. So I need to move them back like 5 chunks and then it'll work again. I just haven't wanted to move 80 zombie villagers back about 100 blocks, and then this will start working again, which would be nice because I'm running out of ways to repair my tools. Nether spawn chunks? No, spawn chunks don't exist in Minecraft at all anymore, so it's not that. But yeah, I've tested it though. I just need to move them back another few chunks. I think we can get a quicker route back to where we were working if we just jump through this portal. Yeah, I don't know. It started happening in 26.1, and I was like, what the heck? Why did my farm break? What's going on? And then I tested first in a copy of the world by killing everything in there. And then I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, it works again. That's awesome. Yay, 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 yay. And then I went back into the main world. I was like, I don't want to kill them. But yeah, so we got another little village out here that was for child chambers, Tricky Trials update. Built that transformed a village there so I could get a bunch of cartographers. And yeah, so then I tested just moving them farther away, and I was like, okay, that works again. That's great. Where'd that happen though? Yeah, I don't know. Which house are you most proud of here? I don't know. I would say that honestly that I had a video that released last week building up a farmstead over here for all like baby animals in Minecraft. I love that house. We were touring that a little earlier in stream, and it's 2,000 blocks away from where I'm headed back to right now, so I don't really want to fly all the way there. But if you want to check that out, it's a really cool one. Got to show them the entry. I don't want to go all the way out to the end. They're actually, I saw this when I was in creative mode in a copy of the world. There's a stronghold right down there. Oh, there's the ender portal. So we actually have an end portal here that I was thinking, now that I'm working on this giant wall that's like an ancient ruin thing, I was like, maybe with giant wall we have some relation to ancient structure here that would be in a similar build style and could be like the thing that the wall was protecting, you know, ancient blah blah blah, and then we have the end portal in it. Could be kind of cool to do a, what are we working on? Current project is we're building this wall. Yes, there's pink in it. Yes, it looks good. I'll fight you. What? Did my thing reset? It did reset. Okay. Right, because I went between dimensions. All right, well, we've used quite a few shulkers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly right over here. Quickly just break these, because we don't need them. And I'm going to do a little scroll to the edit, and we're going to go in here. We're going to hold the hotkey, and boop, it's going to all go to dirt. And then I need to scroll that back to schematic placement mode. And now we can get placing. Love the pink, it's awesome. I had the random idea of doing it because of the cherry blossom forest behind it. I was like, this could be a vibe. Like, very much could be a vibe that we could, in fact, enjoy. And I was like, sure, what the heck? Let's give it a shot. And now we here. Yeah, we're just placing in a bunch of dirt now. So we're just chilling, chatting, yapping, placing dirt. Zooming around, Lightmatica style. I could go full cheater mode and turn on Lightmatica printer because I'm pretty sure I still have it installed from placing on the snow layers. I'm like, I'm out of curiosity's sake. Do I have it installed? I do have it installed. How quick is it? Oh my god, I'm hacking. Look at me, I'm a hacker man. Oh my lord. It's so, that's so cheaty. I'll use easy place, but I gotta at least place the dang thing. I have that installed for snow layers when we're building mountains because placing snow layers makes me want to tear my hair out. So more birds would be amazing. Honestly, I've been thinking about adding birds to the top of this. Like just like a flock of birds. I haven't figured out a color for them yet. I'm kind of leaning towards some sort of a white bird. Maybe. How much longer are you going to stream for a day? Probably 30 minutes or so. I want to see how much of this we can get done. I just got to make a run to the store. It's my wife's birthday today, and I am making dinner at home today, so I got to get to the store and go get some food and whatnot for dinner. Go pick up some steaks, gonna grill up tonight. I think we're gonna do like steak frites. I gotta go find a cake and all that stuff, so you know. I have very important errands to be running later today. Need more animals in your world? Yeah, I don't always love the look of like the candle birds everywhere. I think it's one of those less is more situations for me, where a few of them at every so-and-so build, like once every once in a while, you throw in some candle birds or you throw in like the big geese like Mumbo has. They look really cool, but they also can very quickly become super noisy if you put them at every build that you make, you know? And I think some people tend to really over-index on how much they rely on those birds on builds. Same thing with like Buildstone and all that. Like there's some places it can look awesome, it can be great, but when everything has it, then it becomes like, okay, like I kind of have seen this before, that's fine, I don't really care too much. You gotta be more intentional about the details. If it's everywhere, it just looks like noise. But if it's in its own few unique spots, where I think like this giant wall. Oh, I almost looked at an Enderman. Why did he have a flower? Excuse me, sir. You're not supposed to be able to hold anything. Dude, my Enderman griefing. No, that was me. My Enderman griefing data pack is not working, and I've tried so many different versions of it, and I can't figure out why it doesn't work. Cozy Critters mod adds 2D birds and looks nice. Are they a particle or are they an actual entity in the world? Because if it's an actual entity, I don't like to add any actual mods into this world. Like, I don't like to add mods to my game that in order to update to a new version of Minecraft, I would need that mod. Like, obviously there's some that I like Lightmatica and Flashback and Axiom. But if those were to stop existing, I could still continue making new content on this world and the new versions of Minecraft. But say you're using like Create Mod or something like that. I know it's a bad example because it was a very active development team. But say I added Create Mod to this world, And then all of a sudden, the developers of Create Mod were like, you know what? I think I'm done. Or they said, you know what? We think 26.1 is going to be the best version of Minecraft ever in the future. So we're only going to update Create Mod for 26.1 forever. Like, we're not going to update anything more in the future after that. That kind of instantly can kill motivation for anything, because I love getting the new Minecraft updates. I know some of them aren't amazing, but Minecraft update is a Minecraft update, you know? I'll take them when I can get them. And I also think it's better for content to be playing on the newest version of the game that you can, instead of being super old versions and modded stuff. Yeah, I'm using Lightmatica to help build. I'm a big super hacker man right now. I only spent the last 16 or so hours of my life designing this stuff earlier this week. Now we gotta go super hacker man mode and build it all. Found your YouTube videos and had to get Minecraft for myself after avoiding it for years. I'm happy I could provide you for a new source of addiction of playing Minecraft, and you know, good luck. Enjoy the journey. There. Yeah, we're just speeding through as much of this as we can. He tried to bring in the pearl over to me. That was nice of him. Really impressed with how cleanly you switched between chestplate and elytra. Yeah, you can thank Linksy for that. He had told me a while ago, he was like, dude, the only way people die in hardcore nowadays is if they have their elytra equipped. It's pretty hard to die when you got your chestplate on. And so I was like, okay, but it's in your inventory. That's annoying, blah, 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 inventory slot. And he was like, well, I'd prefer to lose an inventory slot than be dead. I'm like, fair. Solid point. I understand what you're saying. And since then, I've just left it on 4 in my hotbar. So I know anytime I click 4, I'm always here. That's why, like, everybody has, like, you got your spot where your pickaxe goes. Like, my pickaxe is always on 2. My sword is always on 1. My shovel and or axe is always on 3. 4 is always chestplate or elytra. 5 is always my rockets. And 6 is always food. And then the back 3 slots, I trade out based off of what I'm using for building. Definitely makes building a little bit slower at times, but it keeps me safe. And we are in hardcore, so I'd rather go slower and be alive than try and fly through it and be dead, because I've done that once. Did that once, and that's how I died. We're on season 3 for a reason, you know? I decided to speed things up and put items in the offhand once and proceeded to die, so instead of holding my totem. How close you been dying in this world? I popped a totem twice. The first totem was probably the closest because I got kicked off of a strider in the middle of a lava lake and my elytra got stuck on. So the totem popped, and that was right after the update came out where totems gave fire resistance when they got activated. So that was the only reason I lived there. The second one that happened late last year, I think, was, we actually almost popped a totem on Friday, last Friday too. I got to half a heart on last Friday because I smashed my face into the floor too hard while flying with my Elytra, which actually happens to be how I did pop my second totem. So it'd been pretty bad if 2 and 3 were for the same reason. But there's a clip of it somewhere where I was flying with the Elytra back into land at a project site while we were tearing down a mountain, and I landed perfectly right at that point. So my hitbox collided with all of the 3 faces of the block at the exact same time, and it managed to do enough damage to me because I hit multiple surfaces that it popped the totem. If I'd only hit one of them, I would have been fine, but it's because I skid right into all 3 blocks and took bonus damage. That's so rough. Yeah, that was a surprising one. I was definitely being a little careless, and I was just like zooming. I was flying fast. Like I fully know I was flying faster than I normally fly when I'm playing Minecraft, but I was like, I ain't going. It was one of those where I was like, I should not have. And we like slowed the clip down to 10% speed and studied it for a bit, and we're like, nope, it's because we hit multiple blocks. Yep. Oh, we gotta break all that too. Ew. Watching your hardcore world inspired me to start my own solo forever world. Nice, dude. Have so much fun. Good luck on the journey. Remember, forever world is not about what you can do in the weekend. It's about what you do forever, or however long you keep playing Minecraft. The forever world is not the world that you need to be playing in 24/7 when you're playing Minecraft. The forever world is the world you keep coming back to. I always recommend people keep that in mind, just because it's okay to be burned out and it's okay to not want to play in your forever world, but the point is that if you're playing a single player survival world, you are not restarting with the intention of, okay, I'm going to play in this new one for a long time. It's okay to restart and be like, you know what, I want to see what I can do in 2 weeks, or I got a free weekend. I want to see if I can beat the Ender Dragon, get full enchanted, and build a base by the end of the weekend and just see what I can get done. Like, that's kind of fun too. Is that a totem pop or full death? Just totem pops. We're in hardcore, so if we fully die, world is gonzo. World would be done. We would delete. Be gone. No more. GG, no re. Actually, we go again. Actually, no, we don't go again. We go regular survival world when we lose this one. I've decided that this is my last hardcore world. 3 hardcore worlds and over now my total time that my channel's been playing hardcore is over half of my channel's existence at this point. So I had 5 years in building with fWhip, and we're coming up on over 6 years, which is crazy, of playing in, because I think I kind of ran building with fWhip a little bit while the first hardcore season was going. If I remember right, they overlapped a touch. Actually, maybe they didn't. But I've been on the internet for a long time now. But we're coming up on 6 years of hardcore action, which is crazy to think about. But no, I've got some cool plans in mind for whenever we get to. I don't want it to happen, but I definitely have thoughts of what I want to do different in a new world. One of those main thoughts is 2 times biome size, or 2.5 times. So I'm gonna make a world gen data pack to make biomes just ever so slightly bigger. Yeah, Midnight Lurker, that's a good mod to have. I just make like weekly backups of this world in case I were to lose it to corruption or me being a dummy and deleting the wrong thing. I have weekly backups that are in a different folder system. It helps a lot. Was your first hardcore world the one with all the torches at your base? The first hardcore world I based in a mega taiga. Second hardcore world we lived at the edge of the ocean and built up a castle and like had a town and all that stuff. The castle was like pre-mud brick, but it was still like a brown castle using a ton of strip jungle and the works. Stupid sheep. There's so much dirt to place that back here. I really thought I had overestimated how much I need, but I don't think I did. I thought the schematic for sure was lying. Like, there's no way. Why is there random? Oh, this is towards the gate. Okay. I was like, why is there random packed mud here? What am I doing? Obviously, it's meant to be dirt. Nope. Whip has done 3 main hardcore worlds. Me 5 started in the span of 3 days. Well, Tactical Corn, see, the problem is you just gotta get good. And then you'll be fine. And then you'll have one hardcore world that you'll keep forever and ever and ever. But like, step 1, get good. I think my bet is that you need to slow down how you're playing the game. You need to take a minute to look at the surroundings before you just dive on in. That'd be my. I know absolutely nothing other than you've said how you've died in chat today in your hardcore worlds. My bet is that you're rushing into situations a little quick, especially early game. You got to kind of think, or you got to be going so fast that mobs can't keep up with you. But the hesitation is usually speed combined with hesitation is usually what gets people killed early. Or just like me being unable to actually hit mobs sometimes. That tends to get in hairy situations. I had armor on for most of the deaths. Ooh. I love that we've probably been placing dirt for an hour and a half, and I'm gonna have to place another probably hour of dirt after the stream ends, just because I don't have time to do all of it. And then I'm gonna, you know, just like come back in here and edit through the footage and be like, cool, that's a nice 20-second time lapse. On to the next thing. Woo! Yeah, there's the kind of speed after 4 years in the same world with all the gear. I mean, yeah, having the gear definitely helps a lot because you take half a heart from a hit versus taking 3 hearts from a hit. So that having full prot. And apparently I don't even have the best gear. I still stand by having 1 blast protection piece is better than having 4 protection 4 pieces. Just for peace of mind of not having to worry about a creeper exploding you. I still stand by that, even though apparently people say just 4 prot 4s is the best way to go, but I don't believe it. From my experience, okay, my trauma of losing my first hardcore world, I like blast protection. I think blast protection is a great enchantment to have. I have 17 dirt left. Let's just go place it down. Minecraft easy game? Nah. Minecraft is one of those that's like deceptively can be a really difficult game. And I think a lot of people brush Minecraft off as being like, it's a kid's game. It's blocky. How hard can it be? And then you have folks who are doing the I'm playing hardcore Minecraft until I beat Minecraft series. Like, he's not my favorite person, but he had a really, really entertaining playthrough of doing it, of Quinn, who's a Twitch streamer. They did that a few years ago and were fully played Minecraft blind, had never played Minecraft before, and were not allowing chat to help them in any way. If you did, you were permanently banned from chat. And they were trying to figure out Minecraft and beat it. No wiki, no nothing, hardcore Minecraft. Have to figure out how to beat the end of the game. Only with what's in game. So by using the advancement tab and all that stuff. And it was so entertaining. And from somebody who is a very, very hardcore gamer doing that and getting absolutely wrecked by hoglins, by whatever you want to say, skeletons, zombies, like didn't even survive their first night the first time. Minecraft's got a skill cap to it that is not that simple, and I think that's fun. There's a lot that you get better at Minecraft just by knowing the game for sure, but if you're going in blind, Minecraft is still a pretty spooky game. I've been watching Liz do that, but not hardcore, and she's surprised at how hard it is. Yeah, I've heard of them. I've heard their name recommended a few times. I haven't watched them yet, but yeah, I was going off of just for Quinn used to be like one of the #1 Diablo 3 players in the world. But that's where I first started watching his content, because I used to love Diablo 3. So I've just like had a follow on, then I removed it recently. But that's besides the point. But going from literally one of the best gamers ever in a certain genre of video games, like PoE Diablo, they've always been extremely competitive. And then you have them picking up blocky old Minecraft over there and getting absolutely wrecked. Hilarious. So funny. I wonder if those VODs are still around, because they were pretty good. Not family friendly at all. Absolutely not. But he kept starting to do these like challenges where he was like, if I can't beat Minecraft by Sunday, and it'd be like Friday or something, he'd be like, I'm shaving my head. And then Monday would roll around and he'd show up completely bald. I want to challenge myself because I've done hardcore with sleeping before. It's honestly most likely that I've just done normal survival for a year and I just need to lock back in on hardcore tactics. That's definitely can be part of it. Yeah, no sleep hardcore definitely adds up. That's definitely more challenging, especially if you're not light source spamming. Because there's some people who will do no sleep hardcore and then they light source spam everything. So the only thing you have to worry about is phantoms. But if you're allowing yourself just to like jump in a bed real quick so phantoms don't bother you. But like Looney, he doesn't sleep, right? Is Looney still doing the no sleep challenge in his hardcore world? I think he is. I don't know. I know he's like made a big thing out of accidentally sleeping a few times, so I'm assuming he's still going on with it. Funny shaving head. Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. I did watch Maya. I don't know her actual Twitch name, but she did a TED Talk recently. I think was the first ever Twitch streamer to do a TED Talk. She's the one who does like all the animal conservation rescue stuff and opened up the zoo that you can only go to by watching the animal live streams on Twitch, and like really, really cool. The TED Talk released earlier this week. My secret thing, I love watching TED Talks. I just turn them on in the background all the time. But I was listening to hers and it was really, really cool. And I didn't realize that her first fundraiser raised so much because she had a challenge of $500,000 and she'd shave her head. How does he accidentally sleep? He put a bed down decoratively and accidentally right-clicked on it, which even if you touch a bed, like lay down in it, it'll cut your insomnia. So you don't need to sleep through the night to stop phantoms from spawning. You literally just need to lay down in a bed and then phantoms won't spawn anymore. What's a TED Talk? It's an organization that does all these really big... They used to. They kind of fell off in the last few years, I'll be honest. Not as cool as they used to be. But they bring on specialists or people who are trying to get word out about a cause or something, about some cool thing they're doing around in the world, or some medical thing or research topic, and they basically just allow them to have a platform to talk to. And like when I was in school as a kid, we used to listen to a lot of them. Like one of my teachers absolutely loved showing TED Talks related to what we're talking about in class. But it's basically like a 10-minute long speech presentation that people are giving that are professionals in their field talking about something that they do. Some of them have been a little wacky over time, but for the most part, they're pretty cool. You can learn a lot. It was also cool to see all of the people in the TED Talk room being like, this person's a Twitch streamer? They play video games? And then her being like, no, I do animal rescue stuff. I'm like, yeah. Me over here playing video games all the time for my content. Streaming is more than just video games. Yeah. Only streams video games. Yeah, they've unfortunately had a few people on that have been recently that were like really AI positive that I don't really love. But it's I don't know. I like to hear different points of views on topics, even if it's, especially if it's something I don't really agree with. I like to at least understand as much as I can the other side. So I find those things interesting to listen to, mostly from just a learning about how people think type thing. And then I can come into my Twitch chat and know what it's about and be like, haha, you're banned. It's really, really fun. It's a great time. All right, this is probably the last round we're doing because it's almost 4 o'clock here, and I need to run to the store before all the kiddies get off school and their parents take them to the store, and it turns into madness. So I'm gonna finish this dirt placing, and then we outie probably. What are we building today? We've been placing dirt. Lots and lots and lots of dirt. Appreciate y'all sticking around for the raid from Tango, though. For everybody who's still chilling in here. If you've been enjoying the stream, vibes are typically like this. We do a lot of creative planning stuff too. A lot of building, a lot of grinding stuff. So drop a follow if you haven't, or if you would like to hang out. You're always more than welcome here. And that will be the last of my promo. Just kidding. Subscribe to the YouTube. Woo! Now we're done. No. People forget gaming is not the biggest form of media on the planet. Most streaming content online is gaming. Yeah, and YouTube is huge. I think we're talking... No, I wasn't talking about it with y'all, but like how much... Like it's interesting watching groups like Netflix now starting to see YouTube as competition. Before, I feel like they're like, yeah, there's just vlogs and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But like, I've had different organizations in my inbox asking to sign my content exclusively to be on other websites because they're trying to bring more than just streaming TV shows and whatnot to those. Obviously, I haven't taken any of them yet, and I don't plan to because they all offer absolutely terrible deals. But it is interesting to see that. Who knows? Maybe instead of having YouTubers in the future, we'll have Netflixers who are uploading their Minecraft gaming content to Netflix. And then your Netflix bill is going to be an extra $10 a month because you might maybe want to watch gaming. All right, there's our dirt. We've done dirted. Honestly, we're getting through it. It's not the best terraforming. Like, this is a little rough. But I'm planning to bring in a little bit more to it after and fluff it up with some landscape. I'm trying to be more okay with flat landscapes. Like, not everything needs to be super curvy and hilly and blah, blah. I'm trying to be more okay with flat space. And so I'm testing that on this one. What am I doing? What is this? Dirt. Okay. We're going to call it there. Thank you so very much for hanging today, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And look at that. The camera worked through the entire stream, and that's where it freezes. No, that would be cinema, though. Thank you so very much, everybody, for hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. Y'all been absolutely awesome. All the raiders who have stuck around, again, drop that follow if you haven't. I very much do appreciate it. And we will send you all on. There's the rage button. Who do we know that is live right now? Mog is live. Let's go raid Mog Swamp. He's chilling, doing stuff. Oh, he's doing some creative build planning. Yeah, we'll go over and raid Mog Swamp. Thank you so very much for jumping on in on this one. And with that, my friends, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.